Am I live again? Let's see. God, what the heck was that? Let's see. Okay. Am I live again? Let's see what it looks like. Shoot. Okay. Am I back? Okay. Yeah, you're back. I'm here. You're back. Okay. God. I hate YouTube. Matthew, are you okay, Faith? And no, I am not. I am mad. So apparently, I started getting texts. Everyone was saying, oh no, but I couldn't tell what was going on at first. And then my sisters were like, oh my gosh, you're not live anymore. Akbar fan, shoot, I didn't realize you were doing it tonight. You only missed one short because YouTube just tried to take off my stream. Now we gotta build all the viewers back up. So that's great. Make sure that everyone's here before I do anything actually interesting. And I have no idea if that video will end up being on my channel or not. Shut it down, I guess, because of copyright stuff. It's literally just Mystery Science and Gumby. I guess that was enough to get. But the Gumby short is in full on YouTube, so why would my streaming of it and talking over it, which I think kind of makes it at least a little transformative. Okay, alrighty. So apparently the video is currently on it. Akbar says it is still currently on the channel. It didn't kick it off, so I don't know why it isn't like, hey, this video doesn't exist, so I don't know. Okay, fine. Okay, at least we're back, I think. Why is YouTube the absolute worst? Okay, I'm just letting my family know in case they're not in the chat here. I think I got it back up. And live again. Ay, ay, ay. I know, who copyrights Gumby? God. It's just like, yeah, YouTube is bonkers. Hi, Mary, by the way. I don't think I've seen you in there yet. Oh, boy. Well, on the bright side, we had another $20 donated, so we're at $432, meaning we're almost to our $500 goal, which is incredible. Thank you all very, very much for all of your generosity on all this. Okay. Sorry about what happened on the first stream. Hey, dude, I don't even know, man. Like, I don't even know what happened. I'm glad that everyone is coming back. We're still at so few viewers, though. I'm very sad. We're only, like, at 10. We had been at, like, 20-something. Okay. Let me... Hey, Pudgy Bear, you did not miss it. YouTube just decided at the very end of the Gumby short to... lock that stream off, but it's still viewable, so I don't know why. I'll probably end up deleting that after the stream is over, the 30-minute one, just so the main one is up. We're at the beginning. Well, yeah, the new stream started just 2 minutes ago. Okay. Just gave the new link to the show's forum. Thank you, Ryan, very much. Pudgy Bear says, oh, we're at the beginning. So we watched the Mystery Science Gumby short to start, and at the very end of the short, YouTube cut me off, and they shut off the stream, which pisses me off, because that whole short is available in full on YouTube, but I'm the one that gets cut off. It's like, thanks. I feel like I'm changing it enough. But it is what it is. I know, right? It is what it is. So, you could save the stream and merge later. I guess I can do that. Maybe instead of... Yeah, after this, what I'll probably do is download both of them and then splice them together. I hate having to do that, though. I shouldn't have to do that. And all this crap's gonna be in the middle of, like, oh no, they cut off the stream and I have to fix it. Eh. So, we're gonna be missing the end of that short as well. YouTube is the worst, man. Like, it's fun. It is. But, like, a lot also, Right, Matthew says, I'm scared YouTube will end the stream when we do nothing wrong, which I agree with. Again, it's because it's stuff that is already on YouTube in full, and they're like, but you can't play it. We're gonna delete it from you, which just sucks. Hooray, you're back. Yes, I am back. Ugh. I'm just frustrated now is all. I'm just frustrated now is all. Okay, yeah, that is dumb, thank you. Let's see. I'm gonna give it like another 2 minutes just for more people to find it. Damn it, I'm just... Ugh. Yeah, and Shoma says, I've had experiences with live streams doing cutoffs, copyright cutoffs. YouTube doesn't mind uploading the stuff, but however, showing it live summons the bots. That is so stupid. How far along are you with the goal? We are at, what did it say? We're at 432 out of 500, so we're very close to the goal. 68 bucks away, which is very exciting. Creedy's Girl, what happened? YouTube decided to send the copyright drones after me for a video that's in full on YouTube. That's what we were watching it on, but they cut me off, so that's just great. That's just awesome. So now GenCorp is responsible for this, Amy. That's exactly what it is. They're like, get rid of her. The Gumby robots pulled the copyright. Yeah. Man, now I'm just hoping that the rest of the stream goes okay. We'll see. We will see if it goes alright. I'm worried about next week, man. If it's, Netflix episodes. I guess what I can try to do, because 2 of my last 3 videos also have been copyright struck, where they have not been taken down or anything, but any ads, it will not go to me, it'll go to them. I don't make anything off the ad money anyway, really. But it's like I've had a lot where, let's see, Time Chasers doesn't really get the bots. I hope so. Yeah, I just hope that it doesn't take this down, it doesn't take the next one down. What I'll try to do now, from now on, is maybe I will try to always have something extra ready in case it does want to take it down. What would have been nice is if it gave a warning and was like, hey, you have like, even if it was just like a minute or two, like, hey, you have 2 minutes to like switch this stream to something else. Because then I could totally do that. But the fact that it just, like, tried to ruin our night, like, really makes me mad with, like, no forewarning until everyone was like, oh no, what the heck? Thank you, Creedy's Girl. Don't forget to hit that like button again, guys. I appreciate that. Okay, well, we're gonna just start the next short then. People still have time to get in before the, what am I trying to say? The actual movie. Let's see. Ah, that's smart. Yeah. And Shoma says, I do a weekly live watch of Ultraman. We just share the links and tell the audience to join us in a timed watch. I had considered that at first for these, but then when I was like, oh, if I use YouTube, then we can just watch it all together. But if it's gonna do this, then yes, just this a little bit. There we go. No. There we go. Where if it's gonna do this, yeah. Man, okay. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm tempted to remove that first video now, but that would just take time that I don't want to spend right now. So, we're gonna watch Century 21 calling, cleanse our palates of this YouTube nonsense here. There we go. Okay. And if you guys are ready, hopefully the audio is still good. If not, just let me know. Let's go.
They want their little gold jacket back.
What a narrow, dangerous freeway. These monorail designers, they have a one-track mind.
What do you lash out like?
I don't know.
Aw, thank you, Sketchman. Hug emoji just in case you needed one. Thank you very much.
There's only white people
doing my
here?
best, man. I'm just... it's just, you still can only beat the YouTube bots by so much.
Seattle, like a beautiful child growing up.
I was kind of surprised this last Riff Tracks one did not get copyright claimed at all, because the Skydivers review did, and whatever my review right before that was did as well. Oh, group hug. Thank you. Thank you, Pudgy Bear. Thank you, Adrian, saying I'm doing a great job. Thank you. I'm glad that my best is great. I appreciate that.
Oh boy, this is our first visit to Pat Boone World.
Everyone loves monorails. Same thing in Disney. Everyone's like, the monorails! I'm like, they're fine, but there's actual rides, too. Aw, thank you, Pudgy Bear. Thanks again for doing this. It's a lot of fun. Thank you. I am... That's all I want to do is, like, be fun and, like, be helping charity through doing something fun. YouTube doesn't want that, apparently. So I'm glad that you all really like it.
The only bathroom in the fair is up there.
Well, I'm glad to know that the future has
Constant organ music.
Oh,
Oh, those are like the Skyliners at Disney. I want to ride those. I haven't been to Disney
Mark Simpson
since September
Morrissey's Wild
2018.
Mouse.
It's been too long. I'm very sad about it, so I want to go back sometime.
Yes.
Aw, thank you, Raptor. You're the best around. Thank you, Creedies Girl. We love you, Faith. I love you guys, too. Thank you very much for all being so supportive, so patient, and for coming back. We're already back to, like, 17, so thank you very much for all coming back and knowing I wasn't gonna give up on this.
Oh, look at that great. Gifts from Germany. What's that? Braunschweiger, cars with heaters that don't work, and identification papers.
more probably.
Okay, you pull. It'll symbolize our looming marriage.
This short never really does say whether they're supposed to
Hey,
be
get your
like
own mouse
boyfriend,
suit
girlfriend, or like siblings. I assume it's siblings, but I don't know.
That's okay. Just touch me wherever you want. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's my microphone.
Yeah, who goes up to like?
Come on, let's go grow
You don't
that
go up to
Eskimo.
people in like a theme park and you're like touching them. That's weird. This also was really weird either
Oh,
way.
come on. You're gay and you know
Whether
it.
that was with his girlfriend or his sister. Like, cool, should we go see that peep show? That's really gross.
Hi, you have a weird red spot on your head.
The Church of Science.
Leni Riefenstahl direct this?
You know, I just think if we went back to the peep show for a few minutes, it could be really good. I mean, it's kind of science when you think
I
about
just,
it.
like, you have, the first 5 minutes are just showing how many things there are to see at this fair. Like, all these
Ren and
incredible
Stimpy
things.
music.
And then, instead,
Polyester. How can
They're
it work
like,
for you?
like, we're gonna talk about phones
These
instead.
are
Why?
yellow molecules. What a beautiful
Aw, thank you,
complex
Inshoma. Faith is the
carbohydrate.
best. Ha, she even reviewed that terrible episode of Mystery Science
It's a
where the Crimson
brand new
Weirdo was the bad. I hate that
1962
guy.
Double helix.
No, that was a really fun episode you guys did. I want to review the other
pretty.
one, or ones that there were. My life just went a million directions at the time, but one of these days, because they're very
How do
fun.
animals learn? Well, as long as they learn to taste good, I don't really care.
My sister is texting me
Here,
how
you're a
weird this
geek. Why don't
was.
you bite the head off this bird?
Ugh.
Now, we roast this squab with new potatoes, and it's only $5.99.
Okay, folks, I'm writing code for a Java applet here.
This pigeon
This also
does
takes so
caricatures of
freaking long to get
parties.
to the point. Like, it does take a long time to get to the
Robert the Ball,
phones.
this is the world's
Like,
best.
showing more interesting things and then the phones. I don't understand why.
Celebrating Pride Week at the fair.
I'm gay!
I feel good about me.
Why is autocorrect so dumb?
I don't know, I just seem to be drawn to that German exhibit.
The German exhibit. The German pavilion is fun at Epcot.
Just mow down the old people. That's fine, kids.
We would love to see your
we're
take
young and
on
perky. Get the hell out
the-
of our way.
Is it Jiger? I hope that's how you say it. One, but no rush. Any of your videos are a lot of fun. Thank you. No, your video was really fun too, and I always meant to get back to them, but it's like, even just for my own personal enjoyment, not just the channel, but...
in a new era of understanding.
Except the annoying porn.
Man, see how long that took?
Introducing
Took
the
5 minutes for him to
rotary
get to the
phone.
phone pavilion.
I'm in the phone pavilion, dear, and I'm wearing a fright wig.
Keeping in touch by means of the amazing new
Group
Bell
hug,
Boy
Amy. I'm sorry you
is
have to do the
Bell Systems
dishes,
answer
but still be
today for
watching, so
doctors,
enjoy the
salesmen,
riffs and the
deliverymen,
weird
or
dialogue
anyone
we'll
who
be
must
having.
available at all times in the fast-paced world of
Here's a whole
2021.
calculator in your
When
pocket.
someone calls and you are out, you can be reached by dialing your Bellboy code number.
Of course, this assumes that anyone wants to call you.
My pacemaker.
So
Just,
you get a signal on the Bellboy.
I mean, at that point, you might as well
Phone
carry
to
a
call
whole
your
rotary
officer
phone
home
with
and
you.
get
That
the
thing is
message.
so big.
Call me later, Tuts, okay?
This is the automatic dialer. Just listen for dial tone, insert a number card, and press the start bar.
Then
The
run!
Bell System automatic dialer dials for you more quickly and easily than you can do it yourself.
Here, you tell Mom.
Like, even that still took like 10
Numbers you call
seconds.
frequently can be punched on small plastic cards.
Push my phone in. It's just interesting to think that now we have phones that are like entire computers in a phone. Like, because this is only like 64, I think. So this is just, what, 50, what time is it? Or what year is it? It's 2021?
Years, there will still be
Like
a $2
57
surcharge
years
for this
ago?
service, despite the technology
It's
having
just
proliferated
like
everywhere on the planet.
the fact that you can, like,
Yeah,
just
beat
do
a real
everything
big
on a
victory.
brick is, like, really interesting to me.
Welcome to our exhibit. I'm glad to have this opportunity to tell you about the telephone switching center of tomorrow. The electronic central office, which is made possible by the magic of the transistor.
Sometimes I feel like this is what I sound like in my videos for work. I'm talking about animals to kids, so I'm like, and then the tiger has this kind of thing, and I'm trying to make it sound as interesting as possible, even if it's something that might not sound that interesting, to kids. Like, tonight I'm going to be recording a whole script, 5 videos about bioluminescent animals, which are pretty cool, but at the same time, I'm like, how do I make glowworms sound interesting to kids, What tone of voice do I use?
You'll be able to reach frequently called numbers by dialing only 2 digits. All you'll have to do is give the telephone company a list of the numbers.
Matthew says we have more computing power in our phones now through the computers that programmed the Apollo 11 ever did. Like, in our pockets. It's incredible.
That phone's hanging on the wall. What do I think of next?
Is it time to phone Grandma? Now, let's see.
No.
All right. Now, let's say you want to call your mother, who lives in Des Moines.
Why?
Glowworms over YouTube bots. I agree.
53 as your special number for
I'm actually excited about some of these. I was very excited that it got approved by my bosses, I guess, because I'm very excited to do this one. I thought it was something that sounded kind of weird, but also kind of Halloween a little bit, because like glow-in-the-dark kind of aspect. I thought that'd be interesting for October.
Number in Des Moines for you.
Grandma's Barbara Bush.
Hello? Hello, Grandma.
Where's my money?
Ever been invited out for an evening?
No.
And had to turn it down because you're expecting an extra special call?
No.
Well, the electronic central office
Yeah,
will
like
solve that problem for you,
I grew up at
When
the
you
very
do go
tail
out,
end of
it
like
will
if
be
you were on a
a simple matter
computer,
to have your
you
call
couldn't be on the
transferred.
phone. Like I remember that
All
from
you
when I
have
was
to do is
little.
dial a special
But in
code,
my like teen and
which
adult
tells the
life, I
equipment
never had to be like,
screen
oh, I'm
why
expecting a
your
call, I
transferred.
can't go anywhere.
And then dial
You
the
just give them a
telephone
cell
number where
number, and then you can
The hit
anywhere.
before.
Like it
Our
is weird to
amazing
think that
electronic
way.
central office will take it from there.
Then you can go off with your drinking and pill popping.
I think it's a wonderful call for you.
That must be JFK.
Hello?
Diane?
No, this isn't Diane. It's Linda.
That is a very oddly
What
decorated
gives?
room.
This is Jim Morton. I was calling Diane Brown.
Oh, yes, she's here.
The color, look how ugly
had
the
a call
colors on
transferred
those
to my
that
house.
furniture is. Like
Who
for
matters
furniture.
now?
That could be a
Hi,
pretty
dear.
color on something else, but not on like a
And what about
couch.
those times someone has tried to call you and your line is busy?
Yeah.
We thought of that, too.
We're the best.
Fine, Sarah, that's fine. I'll have the
People
information
comparing this
for
to
you
Once
at the
Upon a
meeting
Honeymoon.
next
Yeah, at least Once
Wednesday.
Upon a Honeymoon had
When you
music.
hear the beep
at least
tone on your telephone,
it was
you know
weird enough to
someone
be
else is
like
trying to reach you.
invested the whole time.
Sarah, will you hold on just a minute? Someone else is trying to reach me. All you do is flick the switch hook to hold the first call while you take the second. Oh, hello, dear. I was just talking to Sarah.
But I left her hanging. I love doing that.
I see. Okay, dear, but you tell Fred next time he's in town he's to bring Helen, right?
In a
Body
body
bag.
bag.
Bye, dear.
I know this
Flip
one
the
pretty
button
well.
back and go on with your first call. Hello, Sarah. That was Bert calling. Easy as pie, isn't it? And here's another feature you're going to find handy. Now look. Sarah Jane knows a lot more about that than I do. Why don't we get her on the line and find out? Okay, just a minute. Want someone else on the line?
No.
That's easy, too. Flip the switch button.
Hey,
then
Mia
dial a code
Tatami, I
number
hope I
and
said
the
that
number you
right.
want.
I think the
And
first
presto.
pocket
Well,
calculator had more
Andante.
power than the Apollo spacecraft.
Soon you'll have all your friends
Yeesh.
hanging up on you and dreading your calls.
That's
Hello,
wow.
Jane.
That's
This
if
is
that's
Martha.
true, that is
Listen, I
insane.
have Sarah on the line, and we want to know what to do about...
About what?
We look to the future with the many extras for tomorrow's telephone
I also love that
music.
they use two
One day,
like
you may be able to
14-year-olds to
call
be the
home
kids
and
that are like, oh my
automatically turn
gosh,
off the other-
telephones,
dumb enough to
instead
have
of like
left
the
it on.
adults that actually will need this stuff.
Or From a public telephone a couple of 100 miles away,
Tell your mistress you can't get away from your wife.
turn on your home air conditioner and have the house nice and
Like,
cool.
what
when you
14-year-old is
return
going to
from
be the
your
one
hot
worried
trip.
about the air conditioner being
It may
on?
even be possible to call and water the lawn during that dry spell when you are
That was a
many
nice enough
miles
looking
away
lawn.
on
Did it need to be
vacation.
watered?
Yeah, how do you like it when the lawn piddles on you?
I called your blow comb, honey.
Sounds fantastic, doesn't it? But it is all possible because of the basic research our scientists and engineers at the Bell Telephone Laboratories are doing to make your service better day by day. From their work has come breakthrough after breakthrough in science, providing the intricate devices
and just
that
like
might
all those
power the
computers
telephone service of
that are
tomorrow.
now doing what's like in this
Through the
is
invention
just,
of better things,
jeez.
we are trying very hard to give you the kind of telephone service you want and need.
Again,
And
like,
we
I'm
think
sorry,
you'll
will there be
agree,
that
after
many
seeing the
people,
many
that
exhibits
crowd
we
of
have
people
here, there
at
is
the
no end
World's
to telephone
Fair? They're like, I'm
progress
gonna go listen
now
to the
or
phone
in Century
pavilion.
21.
That evening, the oppressive cloud of the phone company hung heavy over the world.
The phones! They're coming!
Wow, that is one impressive corn dog stand.
Don't know what that is. Oh, just...
Oh, I like the giant bowl of soup exhibit here.
It's a vicious gang of Air France stewardesses.
Yeah, what are those ponchos for?
Sounds like something from side 5 of Sandinista.
On a needle up high, you can look through the eye, and you're seeing it all.
At the Annie
I
Sprinkle
just
Show.
feel like, you know, you as a company could have done so much with this short. Instead, you're like, we're gonna just show phone stuff. I just, again, like the money and time that is put into, like, there's a camera crew that spent a whole day just filming these two teens watching people, like, go through a fair and then watching people on phones, which is just weird to me.
On the boulevard, bleeding everywhere. Ride a rickshaw, dine on caviar. You can telephone a star.
That one always gets me. You'll telephone a star. Yeah, because today we all have, like, Chris Pratt's on our speed dial. Like, what?
It's just phones, jeez.
Created for you.
Where did we park?
It's just a part
Everyone's like, tech was new and scary back then.
of the thrilling start.
You know, look, it's just a peep show.
Patrick
It's not
says
like I
that you
wanna
went to
cheat
Seattle
on
as part of a
you.
conference in about 1981. These guided
Written
tech
transcript of this
pitches
program.
were given in the Museum of Science. There we go. And Industry, so I didn't miss the techno cheese. It's true. The 1960s could make anything cheesy and boring and bizarrely magical. I guess that's true. No, stop. There we go. So, all we have left is our main feature for the night, which is Time Chasers, just being sure I can hear everything along with you guys. Is this the same one? I think. Stop. There we go. Yes. Okay. Well, I guess Ryan is right. You'll telephone a star. They predicted Twitter. I guess we do use our phones to talk with celebrities on the interweb. I guess that is true, technically. I guess I stand corrected. Let's see. Mr. T-Bone SF, what up? Still at 432 on the page. Thank you very much, everyone. AS, who just gave a smiley face as their comment with $20. Thank you very much. I cannot get over that anonymous $100 donation, guys. I'm like so friggin' happy about that. Let's see, everything's still looking normal. We're still only to about 20 people right now, which kind of upsets me because I think we would have had more if it hadn't cut out like that. It looks like most people are back though, because a lot of you got in the chat and everything. So that's good, and it looks like I'm still on from what I can tell, so that's good. Let's see. Ryan says, I have first-hand experience with making a zero-budget movie like Time Chasers, since I was in one called Leaving Souls, so I have a real soft spot for this one. The thing about this one is that, like, yeah, it was a small town that came together, I think it's Rutland, Vermont, who came together and just decided to make a movie, and they just made a movie with their own people and, you know, all the very few resources that they had, which I can respect more than movies like the original cut of Justice League, where you have literally hundreds of millions of dollars behind you, and you can't CG off a frickin' mustache without it looking like absolute garbage. Like, it's that kind of thing where, like, you have millions of dollars and focus groups and a ton of people behind you and incredible CGI teams, and your movie still looks like crap. It's like, or it's still terribly written, or it's still terribly edited, you know, or like the original Suicide Squad, the 2016 one, is another really good example of absolute crap with a huge team behind it, which I don't understand. Then you have movies like this that have a charm to them. Even if they're not the best movies in the world, even though they are just a bunch of locals who got together to make this movie, it has that heart. You know, it has that, these are people that were just passionate about a creative product for their whole, like, all their family and friends to come be a part of. That means a lot more than Joss Whedon coming and effing up your whole script and, you know, or a trailer house editing your movie and just completely getting rid of any semblance of storyline that was there. So that's the thing. Like, that's why movies like this, and I'm sure the one that you were in as well, Ryan, they have like that, just like that charm and that different feel where even if you know logically this isn't a great movie, it's not well written or it's not well acted or whatever, it still came from the heart. It wasn't from like, we want to make billions of dollars off of this one film. We're gonna throw whatever crap will stick to the wall and people will come see it. It's a lot more about actual just enjoying the movie. And that's what a lot of the Mystery Science and Riff Tracks movies are. Just movies that exist to be enjoyed or exist because someone just had a vision and they wanted to get that out there. Excuse me. Not, you know, Warner Brothers is paying us or Disney's paying us this obscene amount of money to do this and we're gonna half-ass it. Like, it's none of that. It's like, we got this plane that we rented and we got this, you know, this guy's house, he'll let us use his living room, and, you know, this guy, the guy that works at the video store could be our actor for this role and whatever. And it's just, I think that's really cool. I think that's really important to have things like that, honestly. Let's see. Yes, Matthew says, they say the less money means more freedom, at least for the creators. And that's the thing. I'm not saying there can't be big budget movies also that aren't great or that have smaller teams but more money. But it's just the more hands in it and the more, or even just the more that a certain person that should not be in control gets control. I think that's why we needed a Snyder Cut to begin with, was because I think that's just the best example I have of, like, Joss Whedon took it, did whatever the hell he wanted with it, and ruined what had already existed, and twisted it into something that it wasn't ever really meant to be. So that's not even just like, oh, you had all the money and all the people, but you just let someone take charge when they shouldn't have. I think he kind of does the same with Age of Ultron, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Yes, too many cooks end up dragging every aspect to lowest common denominator. That's absolutely true. While I don't believe in guilty pleasure films, Time Chasers is still one I love and respect for the obvious effort of heart put on screen. I'm glad many people rediscovered it through Mystery Science. I would even go so far as to state it's a generally good movie for what it is, of course, there are definitely some of these movies where you watch it and you're like, yes, it was on Mystery Science, or yes, they did it on Riff Tracks, but it's a lot better than you would give it credit for just knowing that fact. Let's see. I think most movies nowadays hire indie new directors that are basically yes men to the film the producers want. I believe that is true a lot of the time. You see that a lot. Oh, this indie director's suddenly doing this big budget thing. Is it because they actually liked his indie stuff and want to give him a chance? Or is it because they're like, we know he's an indie director, he'll do whatever the hell we say, and we'll tell him to just do XYZ and he'll do it. Hey, like Ryan says, I distinctly remember my first viewing of this episode and getting genuinely invested in the story. Not often that happens with this show. Right, having a bunch of people, I assume in a movie, is like having 50 people order a single pizza. There's at least one person who objects to an ingredient, and you end up with crust and maybe a sauce. Yep. Hi, Elisar! What's up? We're gonna start in just a minute here. Again, we're still down to about 20 people, which is like, ugh, but that's okay. Just because I wish that more people that had come in to enjoy it knew it was still going on. But I think most of us are back, which is nice. Let's see, like Mary says, MST has revived a lot, which is true. It also helps the crew has embraced being on Mystery Science so much. Yes, that is also true. Or people like Joe Estevez, who I love that interview they did with him. I don't remember which DVD it's on. It's either on Werewolf or Soul Taker. I think it's Soul Taker. I think. And he was proud that he had 2 riffs done on Mystery Science. You know, kind of the inverse of Joe Don Baker, who was like, I hate these guys. But Joe Estevez was like, I think it's really fun to have all this stuff that I've done be, like, made fun of. Like, he actually really liked it, so I think that's really cool. Ooh, Amy says, I was a sucker for every time travel movie as a young pup. Would have loved this one, too, if it existed when I was 10. Time travel is, I think I used to say this on, like, old videos, but it's still true today. Time travel and alternate universe stories are, like, my absolute favorite. I'm like, give me more of those. The Back to the Future movies are some of my favorite of all time, as well as It's a Wonderful Life. So anytime you go, what if this person didn't exist? Or what if you didn't make this one decision? Or what if you changed this one decision? How will that affect your life? Or what if in time traveling you just change this one thing? I love watching The Butterfly Effect. It's, like, absolutely one of my favorite things. So, I don't know why that is. I just really like seeing things from a different perspective, I guess, like that. And just how easily life can change with one small, little thing being changed. So, I think that's really exciting. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Rebecca says, I'm back with popcorn and back with popcorn and my guinea pig. His name is Griffin. Hi, Griffin. Let's see. Ooh, see, this is an interesting point as well. Matthew says, part of me wonders what would happen if a legitimately great filmmaker remade a failed movie from the Mystery Science Library, like if Manos was rewritten into a great film. I love that idea because whenever they're like, we're remaking X movie, it's almost always a movie that was either A, good and well received, B, made a lot of money, or C, both. Like, you either made a lot of money or you were already well received. So what's the point of remaking it if people already liked it or already spent millions of dollars, like, buying tickets? It's to spend millions more dollars buying tickets. But if you took crappy movies, or movies that have good ideas but bad execution, and then made it a good movie, or tried to make it a tighter movie, I think that's way more important. Like, I think that's way more what the money of that should be going into. Than just, hey, we're gonna remake Mulan. We're gonna remake, you know, like, I think the Disney ones are a good example because I think only a few of them are any good. Like Cinderella, I think was a decent one. Aladdin, I actually really liked. I think that one's really fun. But like Lion King, bland shot for shot, where it feels like almost none of the actors are really trying. Or you have, you know, there are a couple I haven't seen, like I didn't see Dumbo, I haven't watched the Alice ones, but that's the thing. Like, I just feel like that, you need to take the movies that no one saw or that didn't do well. Like, a lot of people these days love Atlantis and Treasure Planet, a lot of the early 2000s movies of Disney. But they didn't make a lot of money, so those would be ideal to make remakes of now in live action, because they're action-adventure movies that you could do a lot with, and a lot with that script, and turn it into more than it was, that hopefully would make more money. I just feel like that makes sense, and they don't do it a lot. Yeah, like my sister Holly just texted me and said, isn't that just Dune, a bad movie being remade into a better one? And I'm like, as long as this Dune is better than the first, which would, as far as I know, would be hard not to be, then that's the thing. That's what they should be doing. Movies that had high concepts, or movies that had, you know, like, again, like cool ideas, cool lore that didn't work. Let's see. Yeah, Matthew says, if one compares the Lion King remake with the original, it makes you wish for the apocalypse. That's true. It's like, it's tough. Right, Sketchman says, I agree. The Black Cauldron should be remade next and have it be the movie it was intended to be and still feel like a Disney movie that doesn't go too far into the darkness. I'm not saying that's easy, but it is doable if you get the right people behind it, the right people that are actually willing to do it. Or like Mr. T-Bone SF just said, that is being turned into a Disney Plus series, which is another good way to do it. That they're doing it with Percy Jackson. I grew up adoring the Percy Jackson books, and right as I was getting into the franchise is when the first trailer came out for the movie. And I saw that movie, and I don't think I've ever been as disappointed in my life by a film. Not saying I haven't seen worse movies, but I've never been as disappointed with a movie than with Percy Jackson. And the second one that has, like, very little to do with the second book. So the fact that they are now remaking it into a Disney Plus series, I'm excited to see what they're doing with that and how that turns out, because Percy Jackson is such a great world and it had such a huge fan base. I don't know why they changed so much. And I love that the writer tries to be like, well, I sold them the rights, they could do what they want, I didn't have any say. And I'm like, well, you didn't have to sign every single right away, man. You know, you could have been doing your best and been to be like, hey, I still want to be part of the process, and you didn't. So I'm not fully just blaming the company if you yourself are not going to be part of it. You know what I mean? Like, if you chose you'd rather have the money up front than be part of the process, that's on you, buddy. All right, okay. I think we're about good to start the movie. It is already 8 o'clock. Last hour passed by, both slow and fast. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody else. It just felt kind of weird. Probably because it got cut and I had to do so much rigmarole to fix it. Okay. Let's see. So we're still at 4:32 on the St. Jude's campaign. We were very close. We may hit it tonight. If not, we still got one more stream next week where it looks like, unless someone comes and donates in the polls, it looks like for the Netflix era one, if Lord please be willing, YouTube lets it stay up, it'll be Ator the Fighting Eagle, but the other options are Beast of Hollow Mountain, Carnival Magic, and Avalanche. If any of those sound better to you, go get your votes in while you can before I make the thumbnail for next week. There we go. Everyone's talking about Lord of the Rings. Right, and Shoma, I get the same thing. That Rick Riordan, I know I said his name wrong earlier, my apologies. Rick Riordan was just happy to get a giant paycheck while the filmmakers dumbed down Percy Jackson adaptation. I agree. Like, it absolutely was that. He's like, I'd rather just take the money and run. Meanwhile, like her or not, I'm not getting into that right now, but I'm just saying, as an author who signs the rights to be made into a movie, J.K. Rowling signed it to where she had kind of some veto power. And I'm not saying Percy Jackson was big enough that he could have had full veto power, but if he could at least come in and been like, Annabeth has to be blonde, you know, or like, you cannot reveal who Percy is the son of so anticlimactically when it's such a big deal in the book. So it's like that kind of stuff where I'm like, Rick absolutely should have been able to go in there and be like, you know, hey, we got to make sure this timing is better and this is better, whatever. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that the show is better because the movies certainly weren't. And I hope that he is much more involved. I believe he will be. But again, just get people that actually care. Hi, Vornolf. What up? Oh, everyone's like, Artemis Fowl, like, why did they do that? And oh man. I grew up reading some of those books when I was little. I used to have the codes, like, memorized, and I could write in that language. But when that series came out, I was like, nope, or when the movie came out, I was like, I'm not touching that. Nope, I'm not, no, we're done. And then even people that weren't familiar with the books were like, this is the worst thing ever. Because a lot of people even were like, oh, the Percy Jackson movie's okay if you look at it this way, like, or if you haven't read the books. I'm like, okay, fine, but I have. It's just, I have read the books, that makes it suck. Get more water. Sometimes I need to drink water with flavorings or I won't drink water, so... Alright, I think that's enough jabbering on for me. Now we're gonna have me jab around while watching Mystery Science Theater. So, this was a great conversation to have because I love seeing you guys conversing in about all the stuff like the Bashki, Lord of the Rings, and you know nothing's gonna ever be worse than I Am Number 4 as an adaptation and all that stuff. So that's awesome. You guys are great. I love these like conversations we get to have. This is why, and again, if you guys want me to be doing streams after October, I am definitely here for it. I definitely want to do a week of Thanksgiving stream, not Thanksgiving Day, because everyone's going to be doing stuff with their families, or watching Turkey Day on YouTube if they're doing it. So, I'm thinking about doing one maybe the Monday before Thanksgiving where we watch Fun in Balloon Land and then stuff. There are so many Christmas riffs we can do. So a lot of fun stuff going forward that I want to do with these streams, even after all the October charity fun is over with. So let's go. We are going to start Time Chasers here. Everybody ready? Let's all hope and pray that nothing happens this time. Yay! Woo! Okay, and let me know if it is too loud, quiet, or anything like that.
Mike Nelson and his robot pals are caught in an endless chase.
This is season 8, episode 21. It's pretty late in the season. Now I gotta look it up.
She hunts him all across the universe.
I'll send him cheesy movies, the worst I can find. He'll have to sit and watch them all, and I'll monitor his mind.
Now keep in mind, there we go.
Can't control where the movies begin or
Devlin, no, you've not missed that much of anything. We did a couple shorts ahead of the movie, but we are just now starting Time Chasers. It is at 21, I was right. Because the shorts, I got cut off in the middle after one of the shorts. YouTube tried to lock the stream down, which is great, but we fixed it, so we're okay.
It's just a show. I should really just relax. For Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, Amy says, I just realized I never found out if Gumby and his family survived. They did survive. They did survive, I promise. I saw the end, even if you didn't. It did survive.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Satellite of Love. Hi. Just to bring you up to date, we recently escaped along with Pearl Forrester and her companions from ancient Rome, which, by the way, Bobo burned down.
Yes,
and
this is
then
right
we went
after
back through the
Space
wormhole,
Mutiny.
and now here we are. Who knows? We're just knocking about in time and space.
Say, Mike, just for the sake of discussion, what would be another way you could put that last part there? We're wandering in space, we don't know where we are in space, or what? In space.
I don't know, adrift, cast off,
Right?
unmoored,
Completely forgot,
locationless, lots of ways
weird,
you could put it.
Lost, maybe?
The weird,
Sure,
like, host
Lost in
segment
space.
storylines they were kind of forced to do in season 8. This is one of the best ones, though. Like, once you get past the opening.
pigskin of puffery.
This is one that has a full storyline that actually is really interesting.
Will Robinson.
You terrestrial
And
two
fits right
peasants
in with
can
what the movie's
afford.
about, which
You
doesn't happen all the
indecent,
time.
iconic, idiotic imp.
How did Tom change his head without
You
working
quibbly, quivering, no. You iridescent.
Oh, no, you just said that one.
Oh, right. You
All the Lost in Space on Netflix turned out surprisingly pretty good. I haven't tried it. I haven't seen it yet. I just know a little tiny bit about the old show and the terrible
I'm
movies.
sorry,
Because
Mike.
I get
I
nostalgia
got
review.
frustrated.
Yeah, we'll be right back. You guys, what? Hey, you.
Tell me I suck. Go ahead.
No, you don't suck. I mean, it's just kind of early, and you're telling me I suck.
Boy,
You know.
I am really
You can
sorry.
understand my reaction.
Sure.
You suck.
William, the plane. That's pretty annoying,
and
isn't
danger.
it?
I love how there's ads for steering wheel and everything. We're on a different deck.
You know what? Pearl asked us to pull this over so we could find out where we are, and I'm trying to do a really tricky docking maneuver, so why don't you go watch a video with Gypsy, huh?
Oh, video.
Free Willy, Mondo Connie. there you
Mondo
go.
That big brother gotta
All right, here we go.
bribe the young ones.
Just ease it into place gently. Dock with the other ship. It's check it out.
Let's see. My sister Holly texted and said, I've seen enough of Lost in Space, I assume the original show, to know that Crow is 100% accurate in his impression of
Nelson?
that old dude.
Mike! Is that you? Come on over here, neighbor.
You sure it's not too late?
I like Crow's sweater.
I'll be up another couple of hours or so.
Me,
Come on
every
over. I
night.
just put a fresh pot of coffee on.
Just float on over here, Pearl.
Oh, shh.
I like
Hang
they
on.
can live out there or be out there with no
I
helmets
just
or
put
anything.
Bobo down, and sometimes
Like
he's
Jimmy
a little
Neutron.
fussy.
Oh, sure. Ooh, boy. She's a cold one tonight.
Yeah, it's supposed to get down to absolute 0. That's why I always wear a sweater.
I do like the moments like
So,
this where
Pearl,
they kind of make
how
it
come
a
you're
little
so
more
evil?
human, I guess.
I'm filled with hate. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
You know, Mike, people can be awfully judgmental about evil.
Mike! Mike! You know, we were watching TV, and we had it on something we all liked, and then Servo changed the channel.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're real quiet, you can stay here with Pearl and me, okay?
Hey, Art.
Hi.
Oh yes, I
Well,
love the art stuff.
I suppose I better be sending you guys your movie, huh?
Oh, see, that's
Yeah, the
another thing.
occasional
You said you
pleasant
weren't gonna send
interactions
us
between the
any
Mads
more
and their hostages. Yes.
You know, sometimes I think I
think it's
lie
just like-
because I'm evil.
Mary Jo is just really good in this role, and then Mike is just so
You are
like
going to
just
send us a
sweet
movie, though.
and just
huh?
like enjoyable as a
Yeah,
person.
and it's pretty bad. I hope that's okay.
It's all right.
It was made in Vermont, and it's about this guy who travels through time, and then he has to go back in time to change what he did in the future. It's called Time Chasers. Oh, it's got that guy in it. Oh, and that other guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we're going to get back there. Why don't
Hey,
you
oh
take
no,
off?
movie goes.
Thanks for
Now I want to go
stopping
start
by.
gazing with some friends with some hot cocoa or
Art,
cider.
you
That
take
sounds
care,
awesome.
kid.
Bye!
Oh, hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I despise you and all you stand for, and you'll never escape. You know the rest.
Sure do. Good night, Pearl.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, see, I think it's really, really funny that, like, with
No
Pearl,
way.
they get to where she and Mike actually have a decent repartee and,
No
like,
way.
dynamic like that. I think it's really nice.
Where were you guys? Hey, did Crow get to go over to Pearl's? That's not fair.
She gave me lots of candy and popcorn and said that I could stay there anytime. And she was going to take me to France.
Oh,
and she
okay,
liked me
Raptor
best.
Adams.
And then I
Why
got
did she
a
call
friend
them
there.
art? Okay, very, the long and short of it is, way back in season 2, they did a Honeymooners sketch, where as part of the joke, Joel calls Crow Art Crow, like Art Carney. So a few years later, they got a piece of fan art from a little girl where Crow was listed as
I'm
Art.
Fido Hitchcock,
Like she
the
thought that
director
was
of
his
this
actual
film.
full name
Got a
and didn't
bucket
realize
of
it was just a joke.
crotch-flavored popcorn.
And because of that,
it's
then
so
they kept that
early,
joke
too.
going for years, and now Pearl calls Crow
Redwood
Art based on that little girl
Entertainment
taking
presents-
that
Okay,
joke.
stop.
So I hope that was a good, quick enough explanation there.
We're supposed to be happy about this?
A David Giancola film is not something you'd want to see.
want to see. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this.
How about a
The
scotch with a time
little
chaser?
CG
Like
open
NFL
here.
graphics here.
Ba-da-da, 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 ba-ba.
Hey, is this that subliminal
know what else
advertising
we
you
should
hear
do?
about?
I don't know, but suddenly I'm
Overdrive
hungry
the
for a
Memory
guy
Bank.
with
I
glasses.
love
Anyone
that
else?
one.
Guy with glasses?
Miller, you are a genius.
A crop dusting genius.
It looks like the plane from Planes.
Well, cut the lawn
Isn't
way
he
too
like an
short.
orange
He's
and white
down to the
little plane like
bedrock.
that? I haven't seen that thing in like years and years.
Just gonna hand him off some Gatorade.
Got some leftover Miami Vice music here.
My dad loves referencing Miami Vice, man.
Plane looks like it can't think of anything to say.
It's Petey Plane!
Hey, wait a minute. This isn't our star, is it? I will not accept this
Oh
as
my
our
gosh,
star.
my sister
Sorry.
Daisy. Because I said, oh, it looks like the plane from Plane. She's like, his name is Dusty.
Hey, no tongue.
That means all my sisters are watching. That's fun.
Fuel intake I put in worked good. Oh, it was fine. It was great. It was outstanding. Hey, Marty, you want to do me a favor? No.
Tell me to stop acting like Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, that 90s technology, man. What year was this
Fuel
movie?
that
Was it
up and,
91?
put it back in the hangar for me. Oh, Marty. Yeah.
Oh, 94? March 17th, 94. That was the year
You're
I
the
was
gallstone,
born,
thanks.
was when this movie came out. I was born in December of that year.
Co-starring Bruce Springsteen's
Oh my
little
gosh,
brother
2041. We are closer.
Come on, this can't be
to
the hero of the
future
film.
of time
It's a
chasing.
geeky
We're only
10
20 years
speed.
away.
Yeah, you should at least
than
have a
from when
cool
it
burnt orange
was
stingray.
supposed to be coming out. In the, oh my gosh.
On down for parallel parking days.
Yeah, Commodore computer.
No, this can't be the start, can it? Movie! Movie! Hey,
Oh,
movie!
look
Can I
this.
see your supervisor movie? This will not stand.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Matthew. The film was made in 1990, but was held up until 94. I guess that
Maybe
makes
he's going
sense. If it
into
was
the
supposed
house
to be
to meet the
maybe it
real
was supposed
hero
to come
of
out in 91,
Okay.
and it was supposed to be 50 years
Next,
in
we're
the future.
going to
That
see
would
the
make
real
sense.
hero of the film.
LSR says, be grateful, Faith. You're still young. I know,
Floppy disk
but
for breakfast, honey?
when I think about how I'm closer to 30 than 20, I'm like, okay.
You
I'm
got
also the
mail.
oldest of my
Pattern
family
baldness.
of like sisters, so it's like I'm gonna hit all those ages first. And it's like, all right.
Flying toasters are pretty.
There's just a lot I haven't accomplished yet.
The X-Files goes to Dublin.
Degas
That's
reclining loser.
weird wallpaper. Lime green stripes. I love lime green, but I don't know if I want it on striped wallpaper.
Damn, I thought Night Court was on.
I know, Brian. I'm 37. Just been in the cold grip of time around my heart. I know. I'm probably, other than my sisters, I might be the youngest person watching this right now. I know I have a lot of people that like watched the show when it was first on. Like my parents did watch it.
Stop
and stuff
playing.
Like that still.
Champion innovators. Because of them, double-hull tankers are here, and oil spills are a
This
memory.
A
dude.
good memory.
Gencor now sets
Like his
worldwide
full mouth
standards
sound
in
all the
aviation
time.
safety.
White standard.
All because of innovators. Gencor innovators. We really can't afford to live without them. And neither can you.
A division of Plasmon, part of ConMed Tecton.
New technology developed.
Wow,
Oh, I forgot about this part.
Marv, hey, it's
Why?
me and I'm nude.
Yes, hello. I've just completed work on an amazingly efficient fuel intake for
I'm
small
just
engine
like,
planes.
look, even if you
It's a
like
radical design,
go around
uses
shirtless in your
30%
house, that's
less
one thing,
fuel.
but it doesn't mean to be
I
in a
noticed
movie.
you have a plant here in town, and I was wondering if you might come over and take a look.
This is Pizza Hut, sir.
Everyone giving their
Rockin'.
ages, turn 30 and 20,
Sure.
20, 29,
Sure, I'm
and
an
already
unappealing
can't
actor in a
take
bad
this.
movie? Sure.
Yes, hello. I think I've got a neat local story for you. You see, my grandmother is turning 75
I'm not
tomorrow.
saying that I have the best
And
glasses
she's
in the
gonna
world,
try
but I
skydiving
try to
for the
find
very
ones that
first
look
time.
It's not gonna go
cool
too
and,
well,
like,
if you know
look
what
good
I
on my
mean.
really round face. It's just these glasses that
Sorry
do
I
not
killed you,
compliment his
Gary.
face
Nothing
very
personal.
The modern bachelor lifestyle. Flying to work or play.
And a phalanx
exactly
of
what
reporters come swooping down. Well, someone from the home shopper pulls up in a K car.
Oh, yeah, her
Different
mismatched plaids.
Man, I'm a naked robot, and even I know that's a fashion no-no.
Not only that, they're also such similar colors. I'm like, then just wear the same
oh no,
plaid.
it's Plane Protection Services. They know I kissed my plane.
So?
New Starcade fan, hey!
I'm great.
I'll be 39 next
Good
month
to
on the
see you.
13th.
It's
Where
been
did
what,
time
since
fly?
reunion?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Also,
Still in the city?
If you didn't see the
Actually, I
beginning, I
live
didn't
here
see
now.
you in the chat yet at that time. I will be
I
riffing
became
your
Tony
suggestion of the
Tennille.
Halloween safety short. That'll be my next riff.
You still
I
teaching?
was writing it last night, so it should be up by Halloween. So thank you for that suggestion.
We're out for the summer, though. So, what brings you here?
I'm here about a skydiving grandmother.
You work for the Banner.
Yeah, that's my job here.
Like, these two are not the best
Nick,
actors
your
in the world, but you
grandmother?
can tell they're both
Well,
trying.
sort of.
They're trying to do
Yeah.
their
What do you
characters
mean?
justice, which I
Oh, there's Grandma
appreciate.
now. I'll introduce you.
I'll tell you in
A
a minute.
lot
I'll
of
be right
pink
back.
in this movie, too. Wearing a lot of pink.
Hi, I'm Nick Miller.
Nice plane, but it needs more plaid.
Thanks for coming out. That's quite all right.
Love, love will keep us together.
He has a computer. Wow.
50%. That's pretty radical. Where the devil did you develop the
Nick,
I've been working
I
all
just
the
realized your grandmother died when we were kids.
Lisa, I'd like
People
you to
have
meet Matthew
two
Paul.
grandmas,
He's
though.
with
You
Gencorp
get one on
Aviation.
each side.
This is Lisa Henson. She's with our local newspaper.
I'd like to get a look at this intake if I could.
Well, what I'd like to do is give you both a quick demonstration first. So if you'll jump right in, we'll be on our way.
Yeah, for being a
Nick,
VHS
there's
copy
no
of the
grandmother?
movie, this looks
No,
pretty
I lied
good,
about
but the
that.
bright colors aren't
But
bleaching
don't
over
worry,
the film.
there
It's
is a
true.
story
It could, visual-wise, it could look a
So,
lot
Mike,
worse,
no
honestly.
skydiving grandma, huh? Man, they lead you up to something great, and then they just shoot it down. Stupid grandma lever outers.
There are some nice, like when they're in the sky, there's some
See,
nice, like,
there could
foliage
be
shots
dozens
in
of
the
grandmas jumping out of planes right now. Very entertaining, very informative.
ripoff.
Okay. Now, the real reason I brought you both up here today...
To crash.
See, I talked to others and no one believed me, so I decided to lie a little
Y'all seen
bit. to at least
Samurai
get someone
Cop
to
or
come see
the
this.
best of
What are you
bad
talking
acting
about?
compilations?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Well,
Samurai
this
Cop
thing
is...
is Well, this stuff.
It's a doozy.
Enables who's ever inside it to
Get a film career that quickly dies.
travel through time.
Time. You mean this isn't about a fuel-efficient intake?
Things never change, do they, Nick?
Oh, no, this time
Skydiving's
they
really
do.
better with the grandma, I agree.
Look at your
Hinder.
time
Give me
machine.
something else in that
Time
movie, man.
transport. Yeah.
Look, do you think you could land this plane? I mean, I really don't have time for this nonsense.
Time, get it?
Schedule today.
Flat. You're kidding, right?
Hey, look, I know you both think I'm full of it, but you won't in a minute. Now, go ahead and pick a date and time, past or future, whatever.
Now.
You're serious?
Oh, absolutely.
What the hell, Nick? Take us 50 years into the future.
Okay.
I don't know, man. If someone said,
Yada, yada,
even
yada.
if I thought they were
Signals
full
a
of it, and they were like, we're gonna
molecule
go
accelerated, which in
past
turn
the
charges
future,
the skin of
what
the
should we
plane,
do?
Whatever.
enabling
I would be
movement.
like,
Yeah, okay.
I don't
Yeah,
want
we're
to go to the
with you.
past. I don't want to mess
Travel
anything
through
up.
the
Do
passage of
something.
But I don't want to go forward
Now,
and
the
then learn
longer
things
it
about the
charges,
future that we're not
farther
supposed
into
to
the
know
future
yet.
you
I'd
go.
be like, oh,
And
it's
of course,
such a
I can reverse the
paradox.
polarity and go back in time as well.
That's
Got
my
it?
butt.
You gotta be kidding.
Okay, now, let's see, 50 years. September 24th, 2041
That's when we should have
at
had this stream.
12:30.
I know it wasn't streaming at that
If
point.
man is still
I
alive.
need a reality check here. You gotta listen to me.
Lisa,
What?
hold on.
Look,
Yeah,
guys,
he doesn't even
the
have her put on a
transport
seatbelt.
countdown on the computer.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Neither of you have heart
Also,
valves,
yeah, there's
do
no
you?
warning.
Oh, and
there's
did
no
either of
thing
you
like
eat breakfast
in,
this morning? Oh, you did, huh? Boy.
Back to the Future, where it's like, okay, we have to hit this mileage or whatever.
What did you do?
How's this for a reality check?
We're in Dar es Salaam.
That doesn't show anything. It's
It means
just
cheesy
pixels.
graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
The future.
See, they look. It's only like 1990, but they're dressing like the 80s.
So in the
as
future, kids become gay agents.
This is like the future of Back to the Future.
So
but
50
like 10
years from now,
later.
it'll be 3 years from now.
Lisa Kudrow.
It's her.
Future cash now.
That reminds me of Overdrawn to Memory
Made
Bank.
completely of animal feces.
Come on. Yeah, but
You see, in the future, men wear long leather coats, and there are junior colleges, right?
They literally just had the whole
look, a
town
lesbian
pick
of
up
the
your
future.
gaudiest clothing things and mix
Food
and match
courts of
that
the
with
future.
everyone.
I don't believe it. It's like a dream.
this is 2041.
This is 2041.
This just looks like a
You
normal
are a
food
genius.
court. It just looks like normal people.
All your life.
Yeah.
Sad,
So-
really.
In effect, you could use this thing to change history.
Oh yeah, we could prevent Newt Gingrich, Jim Carrey, and the Smashing Pumpkins.
That's not why I brought you here.
I want you to buy me an Orange Julius.
Honestly, I'm out of money. And
Almost
I
choked
need more
myself
so I can
there.
continue my work now that I've made this break.
Ugh.
So what can GenCore do
I
for
haven't had
you?
Orange
I
Julius
need
in
an R&D
years.
break. I want to be able to continue my work.
This is big.
Big and pink.
This is very big.
What's the use of a time machine for Gen Core?
I'll give you an example.
You could send an egg into the
You
future.
could study the long-term effects that
We'll
we're
be like,
having
what's
on
the
our
use of a
environment.
time machine for anyone? You could ask them about
Send Bob
anyone and they'd be
Saget
like,
to meet Charlemagne.
it's a time
Figure out a
machine.
way
There's
to
a
stop
million
seeing each other.
uses.
You know, if you went back 100 years in the past and put $100 in the bank and then came back
Raptors,
100
if this
years
is what
to the present,
2041 looks like,
God,
I'm
you just
I'm
alone would make you a
scared.
millionaire.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going over to Sbarro.
anyway, these ideas are just the tip of the iceberg.
Listen, Nick, I'm going to go over the heads of my bosses here and take this directly to J.K. Robertson.
The CEO of Gen Core?
The guy that does the TV commercial.
That's the one. Look, I will drive him up here from the city personally if I have to.
Oh, you know what this reminds
That
me
would
of?
be great.
My whole family just
I
watched
take it
the
we're ready
Wonder
to
Woman
go.
84 riff track with Bridget and Mary Jo last night. It was
I'll bring
great.
you back on a tour sometime.
But the bad guy in it,
Oh, man,
the
here we go.
Mandalorian,
I gotta get a
you
call
know,
from Robert.
is kind
I'll
of like
walk back
J.K.
to the
Robertson because he's like, I'm doing
And they fly through another
commercials and I'm,
spirograph drawing.
You know, he's the guy that does the commercials and is like, you
I
know,
left
how
my
can we
keys
make
at the
life
Manchu
better?
Walk of the future.
Ugh, it just make me think of that bad guy.
Here they
I don't
come.
like
Who's
it.
got the rice?
Don't make a mess of yourself on camera.
Hi, I'm Bob Evil.
Everyone, this is an auspicious
He
day
looks
in the
more like a
history of the
villain though
world.
than
Today we have entered
what's
the
his
fourth
Pedro
dimension.
Pascal
We're
does in
about to
Wonder
be the
Woman
only
2.
ones with the key.
Yep.
Dick,
Hug me.
I'll have a car pick you up in the morning to take you to my headquarters in the city.
Dress real pretty.
Miss Henson, you're part of this project, and I want you working for GenCorps. I need someone to document and work on promotion of the transport.
Mr. Robertson, I currently have a job at the Banner.
Then it's time for you to make a career decision.
I love that
We'll
without
offer
seeing
you a
any of her
large
work,
salary and an
he's like,
opportunity
I want
to
you to
work
be
on
on this
something
project.
very
It has to only be because she's the only reporter that knows so far. That has to be it. Because
thanks.
otherwise,
Yeah, free
who would be
coffee.
like, I want you on this project having never seen your work?
I'm not
you
interested
know?
in working for GenCorps.
I understand. You think you got yourself a scoop here, you probably think it'll go national, make yourself quite a name.
Yes, ma'am.
That's possible.
No, it isn't.
No, ma'am.
I don't think I have to tell you how important this is. This has to be kept under total secrecy until we understand.
Yeah, limo
what we're
rental,
dealing with.
plane fuel,
Just
bunch
tell
of
them to the wrong
eaten
hands,
off.
it might.
Who said you were the right hands?
You know what I'm talking about.
Even more than you do.
Look, Lisa.
Nick, these guys are going to bury you with their corporate crap.
Take the job. They have to keep this under wraps. I understand that.
I'm greedy and stupid.
No thanks.
Why are you throwing this away?
Why are you?
Like, honestly, in real life,
We don't brook back ass
Like,
from our fillies,
if you
Nick.
invented a
Expect this
time
sort of thing,
machine,
Nick.
I would be like,
People want as
keep
big
it
a
to
piece as they
yourself
can get.
and do the best things you can for humanity
Now,
on your own. And
there's
maybe
only a
with the
couple of
people you
men here to
trust
watch
the
the hangar
most.
until we can
And
set up
that's
a
it.
full
Because if
facility
you give it to the
You think that's
government, they're going to
necessary?
just F things up.
Absolutely,
If you
but
give it
it's
to
just a
companies, they're
precaution.
just going to F things up. Like,
And
there's
Nick, I
literally
must
no
also ask
reason
you
to tell
not to
anyone
discuss this with
with a
anyone from
higher
now on.
level of both money or
Besides the fact that my
resources than
company
you
received
about
the
such a
corporate
thing.
spies, the transport is a national security risk. And, well, all new technologies at first. Am I making myself clear on this? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Ready Player One
evil
ripped
and
this
that's
whole
okay.
thing
No
off.
one will believe me anyway.
Ready Player
you're
One,
right.
man. If you guys
All right,
haven't
we'll see
listened
you
to
tomorrow.
Mike
Let's go, boys.
Let's go, Directors College
and
buds who
Connor's
brought their own
podcast,
suits to the
it's
shoot.
about it.
Leonard
372
Jacobson.
pages. We'll never get
I
back.
want you two to stay
You
here until
absolutely
the
need
deployment
to.
arrives.
I'm in the middle of listening to
And
them reading
Matt,
the second book, and I'm like
You are now VP.
losing brain cells just
I want to see
hearing
you in
them
an office on
describe
my
it.
floor first of the week.
Yes, sir.
In a more dignified suit.
It's really more of a prom limo, isn't it?
That's probably the cheapest one
Search
to rent.
celebrities, nude Cameron Diaz.
Part of me is like, oh man, his place is kind of messy, but
I
so is
wonder if I should
mine.
have
Like,
held out for
I was
more
gonna be
than
like, they have his place
$65.
looking kind of messy, but as a smart, I'm not gonna say I am
He's looking
such a
for the
smart
names
person.
of other
My
girls
place
who
is
talked
dirty
to him
because
in
of that.
high school, and
But
nothing's
it's like
coming
I
up.
have stuff everywhere that I shouldn't. So
Did somebody tape a dinner roll to his chin? Or
At this point, I'm getting pretty tired of watching the security video of his bachelor life.
that's a lot of notes on one.
loser
fridge.
status confirmed.
Sometimes my fridge
Come
looks
to
like
Martin's.
that.
What up?
Eyeglasses have a strong prescription.
Some
Oh, my
fruit?
lenses.
I suppose I better buy
are
toilet
like,
paper.
They,
Girls
they've
coming
got to
over
be
later.
as thick as his. They go like
Who am I trying to
way
kid? I
past
never
the
went
edge
to
of the frame.
Castleton.
I have very, very bad eyes.
Mrs. Hines, how are you?
How's your ketchup empire?
To all you youngsters, I assure the internet never actually looked like this. I believe
haven't
you.
had any of your good home cooking in a while.
You can always come to my house, but you never do.
Because I'm frightened of you.
You're not younger anymore either, and it's your fault.
They
you
play
work
like-
too hard.
They play it like this lady's supposed to be old, but she's like, what, 40 maybe?
To help you out.
Whoa.
All right,
If
all
that.
right. I'm going, but you be good.
See you at community theater practice.
Yeah, and they act like, oh,
the
this lady's,
haunting bakery
75, you know, and wants to have him over for
Sample
dinner. And I'm
lady's
like,
got
this woman's
pizza
like
in aisle
35. What?
I'd like to double bag you.
Oh,
That's a
great.
better shape, I guess.
I was gonna call you.
Hi. Sorry about last week.
That's okay.
It's the reporter
I have
in me. I wasn't
not
trying to blow you
watched
off.
Ready Player One yet.
I signed the next day.
My family
Hide the
did.
mic in the broccoli?
They watched it when I was at like my aunt's place, I think. But
So,
we need to watch the riff tracks of it because
cooking
they're
dinner?
like it's absolutely awful.
Are you offering dinner?
No, I'm saying make me dinner.
I read the first third of
Yes, I
the
am.
book, and then I listened to Mike and Connor's podcast
Nothing.
years later because I
got
was
a
in
better
school
idea.
back then.
Let's eat a bicycle. That's a better idea.
And it, you know, I didn't even
listening to
remember
the
how
light
not
jazz
great it was
station.
until I listened to that podcast, and I was like, oh man,
I
it is how it's written, isn't
learned
it?
the truth at 17 that love was made for beauty queens.
Okay, here we go. Here is one of the actually very, very good. I think this is with Prince of Space is one of the best, especially season 8. Only episode long.
It's the perfect chance to help Mike. You see, you go back into his past, convince him to take a new direction in his life, and then time changes so that Mike never becomes trapped on the satellite at all.
Yeah, but what if things go wrong?
Well, there's a small chance we'll warp ourselves and the rest of the universe out of existence.
Cool.
Accessing 1985 now.
Okay.
Let's see, Central
Which
Wisconsin.
overall, I get that it's a good
Only in
idea,
a
but then what would have happened
night.
to the bots?
Wow.
If
Man,
Joel
what a
left and Mike
loser.
wasn't there,
Look
come
at
back
him.
up.
He's working at a cheese factory. He's going absolutely nowhere. Great Scott.
come for
Oh,
another
he's
thing.
a journey
Hey, Motown
fan.
fan,
We have to
1962,
help
glad
him.
to have you
I'm
here.
coming, Mike.
We're only
Okay,
in the
Crow,
first
remember,
host segment, so
try
there's
not
still
to
like
be
over an hour
conspicuous.
long, so over an hour
Blend
left.
in.
Mike Nelson to the lunchroom. There's a robot from the future waiting
See,
for
they
you.
rarely had
So much
like,
for
well,
blending in, huh?
I guess they had a lot of sets
Oh.
at season 8.
Hello.
It was always like
Dude.
Rome and stuff that didn't make a
Hey,
heck
man.
of a lot of sense.
Jude, can we make this quick? It's coming out of my break time.
Yes. Greetings, young Mike. My name is Crow, and I've come from the future to help you change your miserable dead-end life.
Geez, nobody said anything about that. How does that work? Dude.
Mike, you are about to embark on an endless, worthless string of temp jobs.
Hey, man, temping's great. You know, it's flexible hours. You can sleep in. You can ditch whenever you want.
Well, actually, that sounds pretty good. Do you get bennies with that?
Blue Cross.
Wow, that sounds cool. How do I... No, what am I saying? Mike, I have seen your grim future. If you don't change your life, eventually you'll be shot up into space and forced to watch terrible movies.
Shot up into space.
Amy
Did
says,
you hear
I wonder how
that,
many
man?
shows ended up with a
That'd be
sibling in the late
outrageous.
season
It'd be
never
like
been mentioned
Space
before.
1999.
No,
Now listen
kinda
to
like
me,
that
you
Batman
simp.
serial.
I mean, what about your dreams, your hopes? A hollow, desperate eternity in space? That's no future for you.
Yeah, but it beats getting burned by the cryovac machine. Dude.
You think that Mike
Exactly
then
when
eventually
in the
went
future will
into
you
the
become
bot-
not
like
stupid, Mike?
went into the satellite and then remembered this conversation.
Maybe
I
you
was
should just
like,
kill him or something.
dang, that robot was right.
that?
That's God.
Whoa, dude.
Crow, wrap it up. Hey, it's almost commercial sign.
Coming. Okay, Mike, I'll be back in just a second. Eat your lunch or something, and don't take any temp jobs while I'm gone, okay?
This is clearly before he was in the Mads temp
Robot
job, though.
from the
So,
future.
like, it wouldn't really matter if he did take one right now. Crow then steps on a butterfly and Al Gore becomes president.
Well, I'm lost in love and I don't know much. When you get caught between the moon and New York City.
Yeah, where do they go? Is there a significance to that date or not? Because it's like, the other one was exactly 50 years ahead. But this isn't exact of years or days or anything.
Hey, we rented 3 vintage cars, and damn it, we're gonna use them.
Ah, the 50s, when everyone walked around saying, "Ay" all the time.
It looks
Say,
like they
can
took
I get
stuff off
Sky
the
Miles if I
walls.
put
Like maybe
this on
they
my
had
Visa
stuff in
Gold?
that diner or restaurant, and they were like, "These are 50s. Look at
The
that taken
50s,
down."
huh?
Yeah, there's Mrs. Khrushchev sweeping the sidewalk.
Both gonna get
I love
poodle
thinking of all those
skirts
people
right
dressed
away.
like as future stuff, but then like very, very few 50s things.
Now for some good old-fashioned 50s heavy petting.
Shouldn't he be like piloting the plane?
Nick, what is that?
That means I like you.
What is it?
I don't know.
Where are we?
Well, it
You
says
can't
September
really
25th,
tell.
2041.
But we were here. It doesn't look like that.
Well, I guess I never noticed
God.
before that a whole month has passed
There's
between them
something
first
very
going
wrong
then and then
There's
first
no
going to
food
the future
courts.
and then today.
Looks like there was a war.
You'll have to take my word for it. We can't afford to show it.
I run diagnostic on a computer. Everything's
Crow
fine.
trips on
The
a
lithium
twig and
crystals
dogs
are
become the
fine,
dominant
and,
species. I
that'll
would
be
welcome that
41.
future.
Something's happened.
Just got back from my errands. Glad to see the stream back online. Yes,
We gotta find out
Roland.
what
We were
happened.
able to fix it. Get it back online. It was frustrating, but it's here.
Well,
Hope I'll
no,
try to
it's
splice
not
them
me.
together later for anyone that wants to come and watch it later.
For some reason,
but
Vermont
we're
became
gonna
the epicenter of
see
the
how that goes.
dystopia.
Ben and Jerry's was the key to the Armageddon.
The future still has Mason Reese.
See, they opened a Walmart across the street just a week before, and this is the result.
Hey, Servo, the future looks like your room.
Hey, if we
I
find
think
an
it's
old
kind of a
couch, I
reference
could
to the
really use it.
movie. Because the movie, it was Servo had a really messy bedroom, I think, right? It's been a long time
Things
since
were
I've
really
seen it.
fairly untidy.
So apparently they didn't reduce the capital gains tax after all.
Shame, really. Still, guys tape up posters for their bands.
Oh, that's true. Sketchman says there's kind of a crossover sequel, Time Changers and Hobgoblins, because Tom
gotta be
uses
someone
the
around
time
still
machine
somewhere.
to stop Rick Sloan from making
Chimney
the movie
sweeps
that,
took
or
over
trying
the
to.
future.
That's true.
I'm
That's a
Nick.
good point.
This is
Honey.
Lisa. Easy, easy. Look, we're not from this time.
Oh boy.
From the past. We just...
This is the local high school
You know
kids.
about
There's like,
time
go act as crazy as you want.
Tell us what's happened here, please.
Tell me where you're transported.
The death of Anthony Michael Hall.
Wow, people are opening a lot of beers up there.
So it's an armed Levi's ad.
I'm sorry, man. How are some of those bullets actually going to help from that distance?
In the future, people will rub themselves with old oil filters.
Yeah, that's not like natural.
So Drew
grime
Carey's
over
nemesis
time.
Mimi survives the
It's
apocalypse.
just like black stuff has been.
You're gonna give me all your Soylent Green, man.
And you see, you hire the guy who works in your dad's print shop as an actor, and this is what you get.
We're taking you to see the Grand High Dirtbag now.
Well, welcome to Teaberry Walk. It's part of our riverfront revitalization project.
Nick,
Yeah.
don't tell anyone else about the transport.
Oh, their hair, both of them. I'm just like, okay. I
think
mean,
their
not that
date's
Myers
going
look
that well.
better, but still.
Well, on the other hand, this is always going to be their own little apocalypse.
Right, Rebecca says the future looks like your typical alleyway in downtown Denver. Like, you know, I have always grown up in like the rough part of town, like that my whole life. Might not seem like it, but I have. So I see stuff like this and I'm like, okay. All right, so like, I mean, I know it's not good.
How could they
but-
do that? He was great. All the best characters dying.
The danger of going with men you meet at the grocery store clearly illustrated right here.
The LL Bean Gang.
Arr, 16 men on a dead Dodge Dart.
Hey, they found safe haven in Jennifer Beals' Flashdance apartment.
What a feeling, huh?
Gotta stretch a little bit.
Sherry, action realtor.
Boy, I hope they end up together. At the bottom of a well, torn apart by animals.
Your butt looks good in the future.
I love it trying to be quiet and then it's like metal clangs on every footstep.
Was this ironweed all of a sudden?
Found them in the sector. They're travelers.
I love when you just change a couple words and you're like, this is gonna make it sound
By
a lot
elves. Yeah.
like more futuristic.
Because you ain't from around here. Nobody from around here looks like you belong.
Where's your filth?
Crow steps on an acorn and Zap Rousdower rises to power as the Earth's benevolent overlord.
made
Fear is
some, though.
discovered on the sun. Again, a future that I would gratefully accept after what the current
Now,
president is like.
that guy could use Chinderwear.
Man, that's a reference. That's like
Thanks
season
for leaving me with the
what,
bums.
This is all my fault.
Exactly.
Yep.
Couldn't have known what would happen.
I never should let anyone know about the transport till I had a chance to test it more.
Yep.
You didn't invent the transport to destroy. We were here before and everything was fine. The future wasn't affected.
But what about my hockey hair?
Robertson. It was Robertson. The last time I was here was when I gave the demo of the transport to Robertson.
But everything was fine then.
Yeah, but it must have been after that he decided to use the transport to be a weapon.
So I'm blameless.
What guy?
Yeah, the bad guy's using my
The guy making
technology,
changes
so it
won't.
doesn't make me
That
bad
doesn't
for
work.
being
I'll pull the
stupid
project.
about it.
What are you doing out here? You'll be seen.
We were just leaving.
Where are you going?
We're gonna try and change things.
Yeah, right.
Can you change the fact that I have crunchy pants?
Everybody wants to change his.
Me, I just want to find a little beefaroni at the bottom of a can.
I'd start by finding the guy who invented the time transport.
Yeah, they're lucky no one found and looted the plane during this little detour.
Michael
yeah,
Moore
like,
in 30 years.
go break all the computers and steal the parts or whatever. It's like, I don't know where they hid it.
Yes, an exciting career in aviation awaits you at Time Chasers Community College.
I don't know what that was. There we go.
Hey, Tom Bosley's their valet.
He looks like an unemployed sea captain,
Cancel all
yes.
testing today. Tell everyone.
Robertson, Spencer has military backing. He knows the big generals. He's not going to blow out the biggest deal of his career very easily.
Then we'll take him to the future if we have to. He'll have to agree with us after he sees that.
Nick, my boy, how are you? What's wrong?
I have a serious problem with the project.
What do you mean? What's so serious?
We need to meet right away.
Take a helicopter and I'll see you in an hour.
I'll be the guy sitting at the desk in the mall skyway.
Like his
Am I
whole-
exploiting my core competencies?
Like his whole office is just weirdly designed.
Vermont, city on the go.
Yeah, Stuffy Wuff says the character actors in this aren't
We're
that
so
bad.
excited
Like,
to be
they're
in the
not,
limo,
'cause
they
they're
called
like
the driver
locals
like
that
26
actually
times.
clearly were interested in like doing these parts and giving it.
You
their
and your
best
date will be
shot,
whisked off
which I
to Marion
appreciate.
Jordan
This
Junior
doesn't
High.
mean that it's great, but it's better than a lot we've seen of
the guy's
like
office is in a
quote,
branch
unquote, more
library?
legit movies that were made like by more than just a
Children's
tiny,
Book
small
Circle
town's
will be
budget.
Madeline's Rescue at 3 p.m.
Nick, Lisa, how are you?
My sister Madeline is named after that
Not so
Madeline.
great.
We've got a problem.
So you said. Have a seat.
Do you need your books renewed?
Now, what's the problem?
We've got to stop the project.
Stop the project? Don't be ridiculous. Why?
Don't be coy. We know you're developing the transport to be a weapon.
You got me.
I am not. How can you see?
Yes, the office seems to be a public library.
We've been to the future.
Yep.
It's a wasteland.
George
In the future,
Woodard,
the
who I
world's in
believe is
anarchy
the bad
because of
guy,
its use
is
as a
really
weapon.
good, I think.
Is
He had
not.
some small parts in major Hollywood films, and he's a super cool guy.
Affected
That's
people
awesome.
causes a
That's really.
tangible-
I love when I hear that some of these
It's the
actors like went on to
future.
do other things.
I know that,
or were
but
like
listen
just
to
great
yourself.
people in real
You're
life.
saying I've affected the future.
No, you will.
But I haven't yet. We're not in anarchy yet.
Yeah, but in 30 years we will be.
Yes, but until that time, we'll figure out a way to change it.
I will say one thing. Like
Well,
now
yes,
that
but-
he's
but
told
the only
them
way
that
to
it
be sure is
happened,
to
it's like
stop
now
now.
they can
Listen,
try
do you
to
want your
prevent
library
it.
card
I'm not
revoked?
saying it's going to work, but they
Talking
can.
millions here. What we need
I
to
mean,
do
if you're
is
like,
find
okay,
out
we know
what
that
our
currently the
problems are
butterfly
and
effect
fix
is doing
them.
this.
Now,
What
I
can we
want
do
you
to
to
keep
get on
that
this
from
thing,
happening?
and I want you to find out just what we
No, there's
Because if
nothing
the
to
world
work
is
on.
going to
Except your
completely,
goofy office.
you
If you
know,
don't
be
stop the
destroyed, then
project,
there's
I
no way
will
this
pull
guy's
my
going to make any
license
more
agreement
money.
with your company.
Because then no one will have money.
No,
So.
I'm telling you. If we don't stop now, there'll be no future for any of us, including you.
You Castleton snob.
That's one of my
come to the
favorite
future with us
insults.
so you can at least see what you've done.
What I have done? What did you think? Did you think we were going to use the transport to take kids on history trips? You knew full well
Yeah,
the
it's kind
power
of
of
weird.
the
The
transport.
villain here is
Just come
technically
with us to the
correct.
future.
It's
You
true.
have to see what will happen.
Forget it.
I don't have
Yeah,
a
the world
swimsuit.
isn't doomed because
I've
the
been
bad
there.
guys or the
We'll
good
take
guys
care
are
of
able to save it by the end.
You've
So
been using the
clearly,
transport already?
you just
I've already built another one.
adjust as much as you need to.
known
Like,
about
okay,
this
how
for
do we
some
benefit
time.
now?
That's
To
right.
make sure that the future isn't
And we
screwed
will
up
be
in 30
careful
years. And,
presenting
so
this
everyone, so
project.
we can still make money and
That's it.
everything is still okay.
How can you do this after you've seen
Because
what
if you
will happen?
completely ruin the world,
It's
either
easy.
you're going to run
Not
out of
really.
money to gain because
This
everyone's
project is over.
destitute.
Nick, this is now a government project. You no longer have any control
Have you seen the other
whatsoever.
movies by Edgewood Studios
You
apart
read
from
my
this one? Not
contract.
that I know of.
I can change anything
Not,
anytime I
not
want.
based
No,
on the
you
name.
read
I have not.
No,
I'll have to
you
look
read
into
it.
Section 57, paragraph 4. If the manufacture of any product from the outcome of this contract is deemed of value or a threat to national security, the government will appoint a project supervisor. That supervisor has total control overriding any previous agreements establishing this document. That's a government law, not a Gen Corps one.
And who's the appointed supervisor?
Harvey Corman.
Why, I am, of course.
This is beyond any contract.
I think you're right.
But again, it's like
Jacobson,
Nick
we have here
really
a couple
didn't
corporate
think
spies.
that like a company would
They've just
use
informed
this
me
to
they're
gain
going to
money.
try to
Maybe
destroy
not,
the
you know,
TTP
including
project.
this guy. Clearly
I
didn't think the world
informed
was
them
gonna
it
end.
was now a
But he's
military
like,
operation and they could be
"Yo,
tried
you
as
guys are
traitors.
using it for
They
this.
did
How
threaten
dare you? And I'm like, you're the one that invented it
Hand
and
them over
signed
to
it
the
away to
military
the
attaché.
first
I'll call down a report
buyer who was interested.
Sorry, you
That
need a
doesn't
screw
make
gun up
sense.
here?
You know how serious this is?
Yes, I know. I think they give traitors life imprisonment.
But you probably want to check with a lawyer on that. I don't know.
Get them out of my office.
Let's go.
You mean out of your mezzanine, sir?
So why the big circus mirror?
Yeah, even if this was the local library for
Wall
Rutland, Vermont, why
Street,
was there a
Street.
mirror with the lights around it?
Nick,
Yeah,
fire your lawyer.
right.
Watching this, I'm just thinking of all the places
Don't
in
mind
my
me
life
saying
that
so,
I've
but
been
that's
that I
a
could
real cute
record
top,
this
ma'am.
that way. Like if it was going to be just the town of Kansas City, we're way too big for that. But the town of Kansas City coming together.
He threw Michael Medved at him.
Nick!
I never should have joined the physics club in high school.
Seal up the elevator now!
We're waiting for us downstairs.
Leave me alone.
The crossing guards.
They got off on the second floor. They're masters of escape.
Right. This isn't quite the elevator scene for Revenge of the
I know
Sith,
where the
is
snack
it?
machines are. Come on.
Do I have time for a passport photo? Probably not.
Yeah, they're like, how about you keep running? Just- or, you know,
I wonder if she ever got her
things typically
groceries
say
in the
exit.
fridge.
Yeah. I wonder.
Great, we're lost.
The adventures of the
There are
average
clearly
people.
exit signs up in the halls, though.
Oh.
Definitely found. Left.
Let me yell out the direction we're going so they know how to follow us. You know what this feels like? It feels like
Let go of my
Baldi's
bra
Basics,
strap.
where you're running down the halls, and I'm like, just turn
Real
into a
acid
room.
wash action.
Oh, man.
Great, now the garbage truck's backing up.
Nick was gonna give a time transport
Even though I
to
see them
Jeffrey
running the other way.
Katzenberg if Bob Evil passed on it.
As Gina Rowlands arrives for her temp shift.
What? How? You understand they're both very dangerous people? Absolutely. Shoot to kill.
Wait, does he have the right to say that? He might be leader of this project, but does he have the right to be like, kill these people? I don't know if that's how it
You're gonna be
works.
one of my team players.
Everyone's like, oh, that was a clever ruse.
Your
of
chin's
opening
gonna have to go in the
door like
trunk,
that.
sir.
Go, please.
Yeah, it's always that, or you yeet something down a hallway so it makes a
Anywhere.
noise and they think you're that way.
You don't see them.
I got a whole building with people. Yeah, shoot to kill. Shoot to kill. Does he have the right to even say that? Like, can he actually like shoot to
Now
kill?
what do we
Like,
do?
okay,
No.
that's not illegal or anything.
Gotta destroy the transport.
Wouldn't do any good. They copied all my
I know this
software. They
scene is
didn't make
longer
it
than
up.
what's in this because they
Excuse
did
me.
the. One day I'll have to review the riff tracks of this. It's very good.
New
When they did this, it's
Yeah,
the
that's
uncut
what you
version,
could
as they often
actually
do.
order.
This, I believe,
That
this
would be
taxi scene is like twice as long.
I suggest a suicide pact, personally.
We've got to go back in time.
The cabbie had a whole bunch of racist lines that cut out. Was it racist? I haven't seen the riff tracks in a while. Was it racist? Is that why it was cut?
Because if he doesn't give
Or was it
the
cut out of
demo,
the riff tracks too? Because I don't remember that. But I haven't seen it in a long time, so I could just be on me. I need to come up with a catchy little thing on like my Ute.
Listen, Mike of the past, you are a promising young man. Bright, handsome, well-loved,
I can't see. I know they probably had
culturally
to switch it so you can't see the logo,
man,
but I'm like,
Lonnie
what kind of
Anderson.
pop is he
You
doing
put
back
those
there?
down, you idiot!
It's like a black.
You
Because normally, I'm like,
stupid,
oh, it's like Coke syrup.
repulsive
It's a black can, but I can't tell.
Hope of our
No, it's not what
nation's
it's gonna
future.
be.
Do you realize the gifts you're squandering if you stay trapped here?
Oh, he talks about Arabs
like
in
your
a derogatory
band,
way.
your
Oh
wonderful
no!
music.
Oh,
Whoa,
in the riff
that's
tracks
true,
they say, I'm
robot
slowly
from the
remembering
future.
why
I won't
we
be able to
cut
make
this
my
guy.
gigs if I'm stuck
That's
up
hilarious.
in space.
Yes, your gigs, dim young version of Mike. Your music, which if you nurture
Dim
through
young
these
version of
coming
Mike, but
years,
with his hair
could
like
bring
that and like
meaning
the
and
like
solace
mustache,
to
he looks
millions.
older.
What's your band's name again?
Sex Factory. And you're right, we totally rock. And I don't want to be stuck up in space watching stinky movies when I could rock
Yeah,
the
they do
world.
movies from the
I'm out of
movies.
here, man.
Well, that's
I'm
the thing about riff
quitting.
tracks. It's nice
Rock
that then they can
on.
have them
Thick as a slab of
uncut
Canadian
usually.
bacon. Well, bit
That's
of
one of
effort,
the things about
but
the
still,
Netflix
in the
series
end,
that I just like
A
is that
plus,
you have
Crow.
Netflix time and budget. You still ended up cutting them to
Dude,
shreds.
yes.
Like Mac and Me is
Excuse
completely
me, I'm gonna
cut
go
to shreds.
check
I'm
on the
just like,
Gouda. Whiz. Yep, good work, Crow. Why, thank you, Crow.
Yes, I love this.
All right, where you going, you skinny freak?
Gee whiz, sorry, Mike. I didn't mean
Mike, that was Mike.
Eddie, hi, Eddie. Sorry, Eddie. Here I am, Eddie.
I like it when
Where
he
you
says
been,
it and he's
midget?
like, I had
sorry,
a
Eddie. Won't
brother
happen again,
named
Eddie.
Mike.
I was
What?
ashing.
Okay, that's
So,
right.
oh boy, you're not Mike? Or...
Do you
Mike,
think
who the
Sex
hell's- I don't know
Factory
no
would be
Mike.
better than the
shush,
band from
Crow, Eddie,
Hobgoblins?
no,
It'd be
Mike.
hard
Hey,
not to
shut
be
up.
better
Shut
than
up, Eddie, right away.
Yeah, except for my loser kid brother, Mike. You know that idiot quit our temp jobs to go work with his band? Yeah, I missed out on some really great jobs. Some of them even minimum wage.
Minimum wage.
This would have been a great job, except for those
Servo.
two guys shot me up into space when that sleepy-eyed guy left.
So, Edward.
Eddie. The name's Eddie.
So, Edward, your brother's
It is
band
funny,
didn't
like, he
do
never
too well.
mentioned
Kidding, they
siblings
were
that I
doing
can remember in
great.
the
They were
show.
already opening for Motorhead when Mike bought it.
What? What?
Yeah, you kidding? He totally cacked right on stage. Hey, what are you, stupid?
Assume I am.
Yeah, you know, the Cleveland Civic Center?
Cleveland.
You know, chicks were really digging him. They're
Chicks.
throwing their hotel keys up on the
their
stage.
keys,
A couple of them big ones caught him in the bean. He went
keys.
down, never got up again.
Nuh-uh.
Died like a mangy dog right on stage. Man, was really proud of him. Excellent day.
Excellent.
Oh, this reality is even worse for Mike. I gotta get back and warn him.
But also, it's like, not only did he have a brother, but the brother, I guess, then took the exact same temp job.
Yeah, Eddie, he sure did, Eddie. I heard him, Eddie.
Doesn't really make
Oh,
sense.
now we got movie time. Get inside the theater, Runt, and you bring me a beer.
I bring a
Or
beer.
how does Mike have an older brother that's so much worse than him? Yeah, tamper with the timeline, you get Edward. Oh crap, I was hoping we missed it. I'm sorry, Mr. Unite for the chilled Ren. But that's okay, it actually is a little less into it than you would have thought because YouTube tried to shut the stream down and had to fix it. So, copyright and all that jazz.
Yes, we are.
So I fixed it, and then after the stream, I'm gonna try to stick them together so it's one long stream again, just with a little small little chunk will be out in the middle. That's it.
No, nothing
So
short of planes
it'll be
crashing
available
on the runway
in
is gonna
full
get these
again,
guys out of the
hopefully.
hangar.
Because in Time Chasers, they don't take American Express.
Sir, would you mind crashing on the runway so my friend can get away? Thank you.
You know, they use these planes
Yeah, I was
for
wrong.
running
There's still
black
plenty of
market
screen time left.
maple
Yeah, we still
syrup
got
into
like.
Vermont.
Yeah, this guy's swallowing condoms full of
How long
maple
is it?
syrup.
45, 46 minutes. Yep, splice phase splice.
And
So I'm gonna
Northwest
try to
could
do
fit
to fix
200
this.
people onto this plane.
Usually when I'm in one of these, a big chin guy's trying to kiss
I do
me.
have a question. So the radios
Well,
and
she's
planes,
disguised as Lisa,
like,
our Time
you
Life
can just go into
operator.
any of them and turn them on at any time ever? Is that how
Let's
that
see, he
works?
did something with his switch when he was pawing me.
SOS?
Director's cousin, can I help you?
My pilot just had a heart attack, and I think he's dead. You've got to help me because I can't fly.
What is your end number?
Thanks, Eddie.
It's located straight in front of you on the
I
instrument
like the little details of like him still ashing into Servo's head and stuff like that. Hey Charity's ghost, I'm at work too, don't tell anybody. Secret safe with me. My nose is itching. Nah.
Yeah, I'll work the register
Yeah, I
for
feel
a
like the
while.
plane would probably be locked, but I'm not sure.
Don't worry, lady. We'll
See,
park
that's
you
what I
down.
would think,
Get you guys
but I
out.
guess
That means she's
not.
gonna drop short of the runway.
Hey, she's gonna drop shorts on the. Hey, everybody, she's gonna drop shorts on the runway.
That's their special truck devoted to when women drop shorts on the runway.
Really funny, Eddie.
Shut up.
It's like everyone's always like, Mike
When
does a really
shorts are
good job as
dropped,
Eddie,
we'll
which
be
is
there.
true, but Kevin also does a really good job as like cowardly Servo.
So they're the really nice evil guys.
Yeah, like they're not pure evil. Like we're gonna let this woman die.
What, are they
Okay,
hoping
we'll
to
go
catch
save
the
this lady.
plane?
I can't help with the plane crash. I screw everything up.
Yeah, like why would that dude just be sticking around? All he's doing is
Takes a
sweeping.
chin.
You're out of paper towels in the bathroom.
You didn't count on the assistant janitor.
You know, I find myself wanting to suggest other places he could hit him. It's probably not what they wanted, is it?
Nah.
You know, this is not my hangar. Got that right.
How much fuel
It
do
is
you
nice
have on
that they
board?
didn't have him like immediately be like the best fighter in the world, like a lot of movies will do. Where it's like this dude has no training.
which way out of
and
the
he can,
hangar,
like still
thanks.
beat up professional assassins. So.
I don't know. Is it supposed to be?
It's the square box to your right with a light on.
Yeah, I think it is. You hold on a minute. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Aircraft in distress.
So she wasn't crashing after all? Bites. It's just like the grandma thing all over again. How am I supposed to trust this movie, huh? Really?
Oh, Jackie, hi! Just stopping by briefly. I almost didn't see you in there.
He farted.
Hey, shut up. That was you.
Sorry.
He's fighting Michael Franks.
That's my favorite 2x4. Give it back.
Oh, I see. This is Northwest customer service.
This guy's real strength is that he's totally used to getting wailed on.
He's got a really strong girlfriend.
Yes, I saw
that
someone
helps.
saying this
trust me.
earlier that Nick's actor auditioned to be a stuntman in the movie. He was
got
not
me all
expecting
over
to
me.
be the lead, which is really cool.
Climb aboard. Time for another makeout session.
Yeah, that's one badass
Look at
janitor.
this
It's
Bruce
true.
Nat.
Leave for 20 minutes and Evil Co is in shambles.
I'm a team player.
They crash and get eaten by a soccer team, or a baseball team, or a bridge club. I don't care.
I'm gonna squint the hell out of them.
The other one ready?
Yes, sir.
Get it started.
I like that they had the other one ready. Within a
Want me to ready
month,
a
they
crew?
had another transport ready.
Gotta quit smoking.
Limo back in. Yeah, they used the limo in like 4 scenes in this movie.
The villain takes off in hot, well-warmed, tepid pursuit.
How would they know exactly where they're going, like when they're going?
So they travel back 30 seconds and crash into themselves.
When are we going to?
Well, I figure we'll go back to the morning before I give the demo to Robertson. That ought to give us enough time.
What'd you do with my groceries?
I don't know. I feel like maybe they should have gone a little earlier than that,
Would you
just in
listen to
case.
yourself?
Oh, you're right. I'm stupid.
Evil Co., a subsidiary of Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Yes.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Just seeing myself in the past ought to cause enough of a tangent to change all of this.
And he's making
Unless
up
it's like
physics as he
Peabody and
goes
Sherman, where
along.
you get too close to another one of yourselves, like the world's gonna
I
explode.
guess I'll have to bike home from the grocery store.
We only met because of
Ooh, Evil Co. on Division of Viacom Entertainment.
So,
That's a good one.
I want to see women from other centuries.
Lisa.
I slipped some artichokes into your cart.
Uh-oh. Oh, his chin butt is engulfing her.
Where's your tongue right now? Because I seem to have two.
Eddie, I bet you've done this a lot.
You bet, every day.
Should the sky have trees and houses and be rushing right towards us?
What's with that face?
Sure, if you let me out of the
Yeah,
half,
no, you're
Nelson.
supposed to be flying.
Let's go.
Let's buy more plaid.
I know, I'm like, at least land first and like be sure you're at the right time and all that.
I'm willing to settle.
Cool, Zuba's faces.
I mean, we've definitely seen worse transitions and effects in these movies.
I like pie.
Track me to starting, and starting, and starting, and starting.
That was a big bug. Wow.
Lisa!
Oh, that was a good chicken head. Oh.
Yeah, so like, how did they know exactly where and when they were gonna fly in?
Got to take my
Like,
Coke
what does
out of the
time
freezer.
jumping mean exactly? Does it mean that they like went ahead and realized when they were
running out of
going
alt.
back? It's really weird.
And their myth knots are going down.
Can't get my umbrella open.
Yeah. Also, where are they shooting from? If it was a
I'm a
handgun.
little worried about lunch. It's almost 12:30.
You should have opened the window before he
Yeah, shot in
snagged.
the face. Like, oof.
It's the eye of the tiger.
Cool.
Tearing me apart, Lisa.
He went so far back in the past, he wasn't
Man,
flight
too bad this was
certified yet.
ripped, you know, 20 years ago.
Red skies at night. Red skies at night. Oh, oh.
He's gonna land on Aeschylus's head.
Oh, our Cineburst broke.
Bye, Lisa. Hope everything works out.
That would be awful. That would just suck.
Ah, great scenery. A crappy movie.
Oh, man, I
I
got
like how even
shrinkage.
they were like,
oh, wait, that's normal.
hey, you know, it's Vermont,
Sorry,
it was
Edward.
pretty. They did a good job with that.
Get the gaff, Wally.
Mister, you got out of there none too soon. Anybody else with
What?
That big
What?
total.
Jeez, I forgot about, like, it,
Taking all your wax worms.
like, I get that he needed the boat, but, like, jeez, like, I will kill you if
This
you
is
don't
as
give
good
me
as any
this boat.
Bond film. Gold Bond
Yeesh.
medicated powder, that is.
The movie really heightens the lack of interest in the film.
Yeah, I think. Huh?
Man, our hero, I'm gonna threaten these guys with
Hey,
guns
John
instead of be
Oates,
like, hey, can
no.
you drive me to this shore? Or like, hey, your lives are in danger,
Michael
we'll be
Met
shot
dead.
at, get out of the boat.
That's an Illumicraft. I can't do it.
I forgot, like, this dude won't go through
Can't
with
do
some
it, JK.
things.
The boat was moving too
too fast. I couldn't get a beat.
I thought you were part of the team.
That doesn't mean I'm a good shot. I mean,
Guy's such a jerk. He brought a bag of zebra mussels, tossing them
Yeah,
overboard.
not save yourself, but I'll kill you if you don't jump.
Hey, that moss has taken a liking to that tree. Hey,
Yeah, so now
what'd
that
I
he's in
say
hero
about
mode, he doesn't wear his
puns?
glasses
Jam
and
them
can't
up
see
right.
anything.
That's right.
Right?
Hey,
I don't see him anymore. He must have made the tree.
Nick's a very lucky man.
So what do we do
Yeah,
now?
when did he get a gun? I don't know where he picked it up.
500 company.
Or if he always had it, like, but that's the yes, in America anyone can have a gun, but like when did he get it? We never see that he owns one, so it's
You
weird.
have to get rid of this one detail.
Hey, Miami Beach.
man, I wet every bit of me. Look.
oh, if only he were between a mother grizzly and her cub right now.
Let's see, I could kill me, hollow me out, and live in me.
What about his grandpa?
Oh, you idiot. I'm in the past. Please.
No monologues with poopy pants, please.
So long as my past self doesn't give the demo of the transport to Robertson, this can still work.
You hear that, squirrels and bunnies?
Where the hell's the airport?
Tonight on a very special episode of Family, Christy McNichol
The
goes
interesting
for a
thing
bike
is,
ride.
like, he's like, I gotta go to the airport and like get to myself, and I'm like, but you
It's
A,
weird
know
with the
where you
training
live, and
wheels
B,
off.
let's say you don't want to go to where you live because you think they're staking the house.
You ought
or
to get
something.
a real
You
big
can't tell me.
sissy
You know
ball.
when you were home that day. You know your own phone number. You would know your family and
the hockey
friends in
hair,
town
please.
if you needed one of them to get in touch with you instead, so you don't
Oh,
like create a
Phyllis Diller's
paradox.
cooking again.
I don't know, man.
Hey, children of the corn.
Hi.
Marty!
They
Drinking
grow a lot of
fuel
corn
straight
up
from the
in
tap.
Vermont.
Marty!
I wasn't playing Sun City.
Who's that?
I don't know. Some guys from the government.
Yeah, see, so like future Nick, the Nick we've been following shouldn't go straight to the
No,
airport.
but they're really serious.
Because there's gonna be people watching. Like, you know there are other ways
Let's
for
go
him to get
build
in
the
touch
homecoming
with
float.
himself.
Gotta finish my column. Mabel Torgerson was the guest of the Alvin Johnsons on Thursday night. Juice and lemon bars were served.
Lauren Tweez in Absence of Malice.
Like, we didn't need to see her name on the mall.
I know I'm on my
like-
way to find grandmother.
know who
No,
she
we're
is.
dumping it. Oh, for what? Plane crashed over Lake Bombazine. Passed anyone killed? Just came over the box. Maybe it was the grandmother. Just get over there. Hey, wait a minute. How come I'm getting this?
Daddy.
Jeff and Terry are on assignment. Busy grandma. Get pictures.
Now, those dead grandma pictures, they bring in the readers.
Yeah, like, what? Well, also, you would need pictures of the crash regardless.
Mile and 27 minutes. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
the grandmother things that need attention to detail. Like, yeah, that's like the thing you don't see in a lot of Mystery Science movies. Like, there aren't a lot of callbacks connecting scenes together, so that's true.
Master of disguise.
Yes, like, he just looks like himself. And he also dried off really
So is this
fast.
pre-Fontaine or post-Fontaine?
Fellas like to buy some maple syrup?
Well, if he's gonna run, he better put Vaseline all over his nipples.
Great, I'm gonna buy some liver snaps and a hosta.
I need a wheat penny and a
I've always
Glock.
wanted a tan Hugo.
Yes, this movie's actually complex
Wait,
for
the clutch kind
attempting,
of sticks and one
the
door doesn't
multiple
close and you gotta
timelines.
jiggle it to get it into reverse.
See, and he steals this guy's car too. Like, I get that in the
Whoa,
end.
yeah, I did that on my first driver's
like
test.
for
I
the
was still
greater
kinda drunk
good.
from the night before.
But at the same time, I'm like, bro, there are
We
way
also
better
raise
ways to be
llamas
doing
if you'd like to
this.
pet a llama.
God, what the hell did you do to my car?
You drive like a Kennedy, you idiot.
I don't drive.
Yes, why'd you try a
Got a
car?
dead alien
like,
in the attic.
jeez.
Okay.
Like, I don't drive. It's that good old anxiety disorder. But like, so I wouldn't like. I know
Ah,
how,
so it's
but I
bicycles
don't do
then,
it. So
eh?
like, but I'm not
We
gonna
accept
steal
your
a car. Like,
choice
this
of
is the
vehicle.
perfect way to
On guard.
escape.
This is a very healthy chase, at least.
Well, I'll just give you a warning this time.
Oh, a K card. Come right through, ma'am.
He's doing caricatures of the victims.
Any survivors?
I would assume this would be one of the last scenes shot because they had to destroy the plane. Unless they had multiples of the same.
Yeah, it looks like just one.
Any idea how old?
Can you tell how stale bread is?
Yeah, I don't drive either. Bad eyesight. Yeah.
Any make on the plane?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Who are you?
I'm with the Banner. My name is Lisa Henson.
And I'm a hard-boiled reporter.
Well, from the numbers we got, it looks like it belongs to Nick Miller. Came out from that airport across the way.
Yeah, she's a really good actress.
Yeah, you're right, Eddie.
Hey, shut up. She is not.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, did a good job destroying it. Like, yeah, that looks like it was
Cameraman's
actually
shy.
crashed. Was
Come
what
on,
I'm
honey. You can get
assuming.
closer. Come
If they only had
on.
one of this plane, that would have been the last thing they did.
The most incredible thing.
Either that or they were able to build
Great.
really
So
good
what's the
crash
next step?
pieces.
Well, like I said, I'm going to go over the heads of my bosses and take this directly to J.K. Robertson.
When?
Well, I'll be back with Mr. Robertson at,
Dork 30.
4 p.m. Is that okay?
Fine, I'll be ready.
Great, great. Oh, and Nick, in the meantime, don't tell anyone about this, and I
Yeah,
need
okay,
anyone.
hold on, I didn't know this. I don't know
Trust
how
me
dental
on this,
records
okay?
work. Ryan says the weird thing is to identify
great.
Lisa, they use
We
dental
are going
records,
to be
which
very
aren't in a general
rich.
record. You need to have a rough idea of who the body is so you can get the records from their dentist. And since Lisa's still
When
alive,
really
they
short
wouldn't
guys
think
try
it's
to
her.
walk.
That's a really good point. I didn't know that that's how dental records
yeah.
worked. I wasn't
Throaty
sure. I
roar
thought
of a K
you
car.
just take the teeth and you're like, okay, I guess we'll look from
They somehow
every
gave her
dental record
plaid
ever. I
theme
didn't
music.
know.
Mr. Blackwell put her on his please kill list.
All right, we finally gonna see some horizontal rumba or what here?
Lisa?
Nick,
I shaved this morning and got a nick.
how are you?
Ow!
You're all right. Get up here.
Golly, Edward.
Rare in theater
Be
sound
fine.
effects
The
there.
Banner in town now. I was called to your
Knock my
grandmother.
arms off, Eddie.
Her plane crashed over by the lake.
Oh, I wonder
What
if
are you
that's
talking
real. Did
about?
the
It
arm
exploded
come
on
off the
impact.
crow puppet?
I'm sorry, I thought you would have heard by now.
Lisa, my grandparents died when you and I were kids.
That's right. But you called the paper.
I was just trying to get someone to come out and take a look at
The
this.
plane was registered to you. It was one of your planes.
But Lisa, I only owned
One jar of mustard.
one plane.
Registration numbers N5.
Golly, Edward.
That's right.
We listen now to the Jefferson Middle School
It
String
is
Quartet.
interesting. Like clearly, this script,
Yep,
while
Grandma
not
came back
perfect,
from the dead, built a
would have
duplicate
had to
plane and
go
crashed
through
it.
a few drafts. It seems like to
It's
get all the
time,
timeline stuff correct.
We need to
Which
take
is
a little
interesting,
trip.
again, for it being like a little local made.
We need to go
movie.
out for
That's
some
pretty
Amish
impressive.
fudge. Be nice.
Walking on broken glass.
Head's punch is how most people honestly react to most puns.
What is he at the pound? Cisco Kid was a friend of mine.
It's really good, Eddie.
You would like that, wouldn't
War.
you? Remember when everyone got the Nick Miller haircut and started wearing Castleton t-shirts?
Missed the barn dance.
Where the hell is my plane?
See, like he went straight to the airport. Like, did you really think everything was just gonna be there, given all this,
Seems you
man?
forgot you were in the past.
You varmint.
Right.
Say you like Northwest. Go ahead.
You're a drug dealer. You're a drug dealer.
It's funny.
No way you can afford all this stuff on a teacher's salary. Electronics, radar.
Look,
I
Marty,
mean,
don't
he's
have
not
to tell you
wrong.
this,
Where
you
did he
know,
get all that
we got
stuff?
a
I don't know if
serious
that's ever.
problem
Is that ever
here.
addressed? Did I miss it?
gentlemen.
That could be true.
Say goodbye to this century.
Look, leave Marty here. He doesn't know what's going on. Sorry.
So Ryan's like, everyone did start wearing
Cut the
Castleton
past
shirts
out.
because of this episode, which is true.
I'm gonna make you a part of history.
Oh, is that a sexual overture of some kind?
Look at that. Too many sevens in that date. I'm going out for a smoke.
Do that, Eddie. Enjoy.
You do that?
Oh yes, Revolutionary War reenactment
my
incoming.
Friends driving low riders.
I've had a few people mention that the soundtrack in this
Hey,
one
Morty,
isn't
let's
bad
do
and compared
lunch,
to a lot of
Morty.
movies that use either stock music or no music or awful
Wow,
music.
the present is
It's
amazing.
That was absolutely incredible.
Marty!
It's me, your cousin Saul.
True. Wait, but if he took, we're
Where's the
currently
phone?
in the past where our Nick
get
we
some
watched the whole
blintzes,
movie has gone
Morty.
back to already. The future should still be all crappy and terrible. So past Nick taking past Lisa into the future should still be effed up.
Slow as they are, they should have a dental.
Because if not, that means they already saved it enough and they don't have to do anything, right? That's the I never noticed that plot hole. I think. I'm pretty sure in the future he just took the two should still have been all screwed up.
We're doing
And then when he
a story
took
of a plane crash.
Pink Guy
I was wondering if you had
to
an idea
in
of
this
the pilot yet?
anytime after future Nick is back in the past,
Yes,
the future should always
It was
be
the
crap,
Chopper
right?
News.
Yeah, that's me.
I think.
No, this isn't a joke.
Myrtle Johnson didn't serve lemon bars?
Yeah, thank you, Roland. Ooh, good point. That's what I'm thinking.
checked
Like
my sources.
when he took Pink Guy in it, you know, like an hour earlier, whatever, in this now futures past
Hey, watch, the
timeline
door's
that
gonna hit her
future
in the
Nick is
can
in.
when
As
he
soon as
comes in.
future Nick is in the
That'd be
past,
great, huh?
him taking Pink Guy and him taking Lisa, it should have been the crappy future.
The person they identified as being
Impressive
killed
that
in
that's like
plane
the only
crash.
plot hole I
Was
can really
Daryl
think
Dragon.
of thus far in terms of all the time skipping and stuff. But I had never thought about that. So I completely lost the plot.
Well, then fall down. Hey, the New England Patriots.
Someday a lot of puffy old losers with no lives will reenact this battle, men.
You're going into battle
Maybe
in
this
that
time they traveled
outfit?
to the past for the demonstration. I could believe that with Pink
Ted
Guy
Nugent's
like
family
going into the
reunion.
past because he didn't choose the future. It was Lisa that did the very first time, but Lisa chose the future because she didn't
Just
believe
try
it.
to go, Harry. We're not
So
watching.
I would assume they still picked the future. I guess because it's not cleared up. I'm just like I assume
Dr.
that's what it
Demento,
would be.
Patriot.
Oh, good thing the Minutemen built a runway.
General Washington's plane has landed.
That would be the
Are going
weirdest
to the
thing. If
company
you saw a
picnic,
plane in
damn it.
1777, you'd be like, "Oh my God, what is this flying beast?"
Listen, I understand limits matter. If this has to be done to wipe the slate clean, there'll just be unaccounted war dead here.
No, I know.
But everyone would be like, "The hell are these guys? Like, what are they wearing? Who are these people?"
Sorry, JK.
That's all right. I can handle this myself. I'll see you back at the transport.
I do feel kind of bad for this dude, man.
Okay.
There
He was
goes
just
a
trying
damn
to do
good
the right
weenie.
thing.
Oh, Matt? I changed my mind. You're fired.
He's still a better boss than the Sunbeam guy.
Now, what were we
Man,
talking
and Nick was
about?
gonna like charge right there. Not bad. Let's be honest. I do feel bad for Mustache Guy.
Huzzah, I think. I'm not sure.
Whoa, Minutemen! Correction. They are pissed Minutemen.
Lisa?
Oh, I forgot about this part.
Not believing this.
Right?
The truth, Robertson.
The truth?
They know you're a spy working for the British, and they aren't letting you out of this fort.
Don't play games with your
Again,
life.
I
This
how
is an Uzi.
just like how Robertson knew they were going to the exact moment in the
So
past.
so
to
history is
shoot
just
Lisa.
circling the drain at this point. I
How
guess.
did past Nick and Lisa know how to time jump exactly where Robertson was
And
taking them
so,
down to
children, the British
1777?
defeated us because
He's
they
like,
were
oh,
all
they
helping
time
this
jumped us.
lunkhead
What does that
whizzed
mean? And
history
how
down
do
his
you do
leg.
it? How do you know exactly where the other plane's going to be in
I don't
history?
think they've ever seen an Uzi.
No place to run.
Johnny, CEO. CFO sold separately.
My God, ISO 9001 certification is a license
Yes,
to
the
kill.
historical figure should have been amazed by the plane landing.
We're getting poison sumac. Wee.
The 7 ammo clips of highly effective people.
Whoa! Get to the last part here.
Right.
I would have been hard pressed to do that, of like picking Sir up by the neck because the heads pop off so easy. I would have been scared the puppet would fall apart in my hands. We have to do the whole thing over again.
Right. Hey, look at this mess from last night. I thought I told you to clean this up.
Well, gee, Eddie, I did, Eddie, but these are just from a couple of minutes ago, don't you remember?
Yeah, there must be
up.
some
I'm
way
shutting
to
up right away,
trace the
right away,
time transports and they've recently
Servo?
warp jumped or something
Edward,
because, yeah, it doesn't
I'm
make
going
sense
to rinse
otherwise.
out a
It's
few things.
done
I'll
multiple
be
times.
back
And he
in a
says they
minute.
time jumped us, but at least in this,
Get that
maybe in
guy.
the Riff Tracks
Neither do I,
version where it's
Eddie. I don't
uncut,
like him.
maybe it shows it, but in the cut version, you don't know how
Greetings, young
you
Mike.
can trace and
my
be like,
name is
oh,
Crow,
I know they're going to
and
leave
I've
at
come
this
from the
point. I know
future to
exactly
help you
what's gonna
change your
happen.
miserable dead-end life.
Hey, robot from the future. There's another one of you guys to see you.
Hey, me. Oh, hey, me. Can you hang on a second? So, anyway, Mike, that's why I think...
Oh, no. We screwed something up royal, didn't we? Well, you screwed something up royal. Whoa, really?
I think that's
How do you know it's not you who screwed it up?
Screwed someone royal. You
Look,
screwed
I'm
something
from
up
about a
royal.
half hour into your future. I think I know a little bit more about what the heck is going on than you do. Listen, Mr. Future Pants. If I steer Mike away from a career of bad jobs, he'll never end up
assume
stranded in
Krillon
time and
are right.
space. Well,
Is the
listen,
bill-
Mr. Half Hour Ago Doof. If you do, Mike will end up bludgeoned in a pool of his own blood.
'Cause that
Oh, yeah?
crow seems slightly more stiff.
Hey, Mike, this doesn't concern you, okay?
Like the audio might be just
Look,
not off,
don't
but like
change
just
Mike's future
slight,
or he
slight,
dies,
slight. I could be
okay?
wrong. It could be inversed.
Oh, I see.
I just
yeah,
feel
it's
like
about
Krillon are
time.
right is the
Ooh,
actual
I gotta
bill
get back.
crow, and Krillon
Man, was
left
I a
is somebody
jerk a half
else.
hour ago. Mike, hi. Forget what I was saying. Forget your band. It's going nowhere. Stick to a life of
Do you think you
menial,
could get along with a
low-paying jobs,
doppelganger?
okay?
I doubt I would with mine.
That's cool. Good, thanks.
If I could just get her to, like, hey, you write the work scripts, I'll write the fun scripts.
Well, so much for the bravery of our forefathers.
What we need is an army.
Does everyone have corn dodgers and pemmican?
Yeah, I assume
So they
Bill
were
was
playing
puppeteering the one
splatball
that was
one
in
day,
that
and they
whole
just
scene
decided to
from
make a
beginning
movie.
to end. It was like at the very end, it was like, hey, Mike, forget what I just said. I think that was Bill's crow.
Pillsbury corporate
From
retreat
what I could
goes
tell in the
bad.
puppeteering, I could be absolutely wrong, but that's my guess.
Actually, he's got the whole North American wilderness.
All right, what?
By the way, did I thank you yet?
I think he was the Tony
We don't have
Danza of
time
his
for that,
time.
man.
So you can see a character's eye boogers. You're too close.
Have you back, Mike.
Avenger Rangers!
I don't know how to downsize these people.
I feel like if they really thought he's a spy, half of them would have just started running after him,
that
being
guy's
like,
just a
bayonet
pirate."
this dude.
Wore my grandma's hat.
Hey, karate instructors.
How's this for history?
They all borrowed their wives' blouses for this movie.
Whose woods these are, I have no clue.
Damn child safety lock. Jeez.
You guys all right?
Oh man, who is this ugly jerk?
Thanks.
I'm welcome.
Listen, stop the demo.
That's one of the best lines
Destroy
for
the
this one.
transport, I know. You know? Sure, I got a transport too.
Are you?
Seeing the seam in the split screen?
Look, I get that future Nick they remove the glasses from so
Oh,
you can tell
God,
the difference between the two of them.
Look, I don't like you, and I don't like you either.
But I am so blind without these. I could never, like,
broke
unless I
everyone.
put my contacts in, like, which I'm sure is what the actor did. But I'm like, storyline wise, remove the glasses to keep
We gotta
them
stop
separate.
Robertson before he
It's
gets
not
to the
going to work
transport.
very well.
Wait a minute, what about Lisa?
She's ditching us.
What about her?
This scene's put together pretty well. It is.
Me and her, oh yeah, she discovered your plane crash. I know that she was on the plane with you. Yeah, I know, but you two, what are you trying to say?
Oh, he's trying to ask himself out.
I like that both
come
cast
on,
Nick and Lisa are too dumb
looks
to
weird in
understand
this
that he likes her.
Let's get to Barney's for a new shirt.
You guys see the game last night? I mean, liberty!
Never chase a wounded executive into the woods.
Oh, no.
Man, our forefathers were dumpy.
What's going to become of Gencor?
I'm going to facilitate connectivity.
Hey, the Colonials!
I love that he would rather
Our young nation's first
endanger
spaz attack.
the start of America, you know, possibly turn the tide of the war, than lose. Like, what?
Listen, it's crazy. Guns being shot. You go play with the guns and the Uzis and the bullets flying at your head. That's what you want. And I'll be right over here, relaxing. When you're done, come back and get me.
I don't blame this dude though, because it would be the weirdest, most
Screw
insane
the revolution! Run!
day.
So there were a lot of general milling around in the Revolutionary War.
For Castleton!
Look, there goes Robertson.
Oh, was there a
Abandon
modern
my
American
sight, young
flag? I
executive.
didn't see it. Oh no! How hard did they make
This is all for
OG American flags? Those aren't hard to get.
I'm a lieutenant. Oh, ow! What are you?
General Dung Beetle.
Yeah, headband guy.
I
like,
think they
I don't
oversold
blame
the
him
weather
for
at
being
Valley
like, whatever,
Forge. It's a
man.
little chilly is all.
Trevor threw wet leaves on the fire.
No faith. Killing Bob,
like
evil
a big
British super
plastic thing's
spy,
holding
will
their
just
feet
bolster
together.
our confidence.
I'm not back. Drop Marty off in the present.
Here's some pre-digested food for you.
That's weird. Like, I forgot that he
What
kisses
is
past
kiss?
Lisa.
You just
And
slipped
that
some
she's not like,
microfiche in
whoa,
her mouth?
dude, the heck? She's just like, huh, okay.
Help, police, hijacking.
Yeah, they study this battle at military colleges. Well, unaccredited military colleges in malls next to hair salons.
Right.
Whatever. Well, I suppose.
Also, this is a pretty good climax.
All their bags say
We're
"le
still in
bag"
epic
on them.
airplane set piece, actually some decent stunts.
I gotta get to that SARSEP
just
meeting.
the fact that, you know, whatever
He's
budget
enjoying
they
the
had,
new
they were
active
putting, okay, we're
lifestyle
gonna
with
do
his
another
new hair.
huge time jump to the past. We're gonna make sure that we're like in the middle of a battle. Again, is
See
it the
if I
best
can get
execution
Tetris
ever?
on
No,
this.
but like they clearly, again, thought and care went into this movie way more than a lot of the other ones.
Oh, I hope he's wearing a cup.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Graham,
So
don't think
right
I'd
now
seen you in
they
the
are
comments
breathing
yet.
the
This
air
can't be the
around
founding
Tom
fathers.
Paine,
Nobody's
technically.
rapping.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Oh.
Whoopee.
How the heck
Due
is
to the
it right
unusually
that works
high
well when he
volume
doesn't even have his
time
glasses
transfers,
on? That's a good point.
Huh, and it's all over. Good.
But I chased you in a horse. I'm supposed to win.
Oh, God.
There's a man on the wing of the plane.
You wanna fly? Let's fly!
I got 1,000,000 of them.
This is just like the end
Oh,
of
hey,
Mahogany.
Patrick. Don't think I'd seen you in there yet. I don't
Yay!
think. I could
Oh,
be
I'm supposed to be
mistaken.
sad. That's right.
I try to keep track of everyone I see so I can shout
Screenplay
out.
by Nigel Calder and Jim Varney.
Haha, unlucky for you, I secrete pine tar from my hand.
Yeah, like there's no way. There's no way.
I haven't the strength or the screen presence to pull this off.
That's one of the things too that I think was in the Black Widow movie.
Look, he
at the
doesn't
very
want you in there.
beginning
Accept it.
with the guy on the
why
wing of
am
the
I
plane. I was
doing
like,
that?
dude,
That's
like,
my
you would
hand.
not. Like that would be. You would not be holding on like that unless you had like
Check your
Spider-Man's
flaps
hands.
before taking off.
10, 9, 8.
Oh, I love this.
7,
Hey, is that a Glock?
7, 6, 5, 4,
Thanks, Stephen Hawking.
0, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it 3, 2, 1, 2,
Countdown going on in the chat there.
1. Whatever.
Well, better start drinking my urine.
Someone garnished him with parsley.
Oh, if I could only
I
fart,
forgot
I'd
there was
feel
another
better.
plane crash, so they put their money into like having to either build
47
a bunch of
Keebler
junk
Elves were
to
killed
look like
today
a
when a
crash,
light
or
plane
actually,
plunged
like,
into their tree.
take
EL
something,
Fuck
take an actual
remains in
plane and
critical
destroy it to
condition.
looking crashed.
Must soil butt of my pants.
Is he Kirok now? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Stop.
Ruby, don't show his butt. Come on.
Why? Damn tree hugger.
Well, maybe he'll be torn apart by Ewoks.
Oh, he's trying to get honey like Pooh.
Oh, he's like Pooh, all right.
So what, did the tree contribute money to the film? Why are they showing this?
He's climbing an ant.
Hum, get off me.
Oh man, yeah,
Oh, I see. It's man against machine.
Lord of the Rings
Come on,
references.
machine.
Go,
Machine,
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 go,
machine,
go,
machine.
go. A machine. Benjamin Franklin's kite is up there. George Washington is trying to chop the tree down to make wooden teeth. Thomas Jefferson is down there making time with a slave.
Thank you, movie, but we'd like to move on, please.
I know, like this is just taking a long time.
Oh, Spielberg stole that bit for
I guess
Jurassic
this was supposed to be for
Park.
suspense.
He should
but
use his
this is
chin
also
as a
one of the rare
piton.
times in the movie where there's like no music at all. I guess maybe it's not a rare time in the movie, but like for it to be a suspenseful scene, like, oh, is the
Very
plane gonna
Strug.
fall and kill him? And there's no music. There should have been a little bit of suspension or a little bit of like some stings or something, because otherwise it just feels kind of boring and like you're just waiting for him to climb down the tree.
Oh, good. He's all stained again.
And why didn't the movie just cover him in cat vomit?
Yuck, he's scooting.
Hey, Nick, there was a stairs on the other side of the tree.
I have a severe injury to my sleeve.
Oh man, it's my boss.
Oh man, it's that guy from R&D.
Oh, Nick.
I have an aileron up my... Well, anyway.
You should have just left this one alone, son.
Sorry, Dad.
At least you'd still be alive. You'd be a millionaire by now. Both of you could have lived to a ripe old age. Escaped to some simpler time in the past. It never would have affected you.
You know, I wish Uncooked
A,
never had
it
been
was
the
going to
star of
affect the
this
world,
movie.
but B,
still
why
don't
would
get
you
it,
want a
do you?
destroyed
Kevin
world when you
Spacey
want to make
was
money?
Kaiser Soze.
Also, why wasn't he
It
just
would've
going to be
aff-
like, you guys
it
could have
would've
lived
affected
like
the
with
rest of
us
the
and just
world.
made a ton of money off of this?
We're all
And if you live in the
connected.
present, we would have
Go
taken care of you.
You, me,
Nipsey Russell, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Chesty Morgan.
everything.
Connect me to this.
Oh, well, thank you, movie.
Appreciate it. He died as he lived, mud-stained and
That's
splaying.
really funny.
He's dead, but don't worry. They have a
They have
spare.
a spare.
And now they make love.
A giant fingerprint! Run!
There's the movie's funders. Come to
I
pull the
love
plug.
that, you know, for the first one.
Later in the
or
prom, I
future
took Sally
Nick
to the
dies,
airport
but
and
because
showed
the
her the
past one says
tarmac.
It can still be fine, like they're okay.
Jump back, kiss myself.
Who's here?
Gotta
I
tie
think
up
it's
all
snap
them
and a
loose
half if it
ends.
went over a hill.
And the limo, man, next time we should have done a game where you're like, take
Michael
a shot every
Keaton.
time there's a limo.
Damn good prom, honey.
Nick. Nick.
Nick.
Oh yeah,
I'd
I
like
guess
to
every
introduce
single
you to
person
J.K.
got a
Robertson.
version of themselves
Mr.
killed
Robertson,
except
this is
Headband
Nick Miller,
Guy.
The next Edison.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
He just
That's-
got brought back to the
I don't
past
think
with
so.
past
JK,
Nick
wait
and
till you get a
Lisa.
load of this. Nick, why don't you take it from here?
Okay. Mr. Robertson,
Are you trying to seduce me?
can I call you JK?
Fine.
Can I call you Dickweed?
JK, we've been watching your television commercials for years, and well, frankly, it's time for a change.
Yeah, they really screw over Matt in this
Stay
scene,
with me
that's
on this
true.
one, Matt.
Because Matt actually also made
I'd
the
like to
right
present
decisions
you
going
with a
forward.
brand new marketing idea.
You know,
Marty,
so
you
it's
ready?
like he never
She's
really
ready.
was a
Let's
bad
bring her
guy. He was trying
Thank
to do
you,
best for his
Chucklehead
company.
Middle Act, who thought this was his big
Didn't
break.
realize not to do that, so it is weird.
JK,
He gets like nothing at the
I'd like to
end.
present you
With some soiled pants.
Gilda Heinz, star of the new Gencor television commercials. 80 years old and a world-class
Yeah,
skydiver.
they say she's 80. This woman
We
is
see her
clearly
across
35,
the
40
entire
years
logo.
old.
All of your T-shirts, all of your merchandise.
Did Robert not have a
You
single
loved this
elderly
idea 5
woman?
hours ago.
You brought me up here for this.
No, sir. No, sir. This plane can travel through time. You just wait until you see all this electronic equipment.
Matt, you're fired. Find your own ride back to the city.
JK! Nick, what the hell are you doing to me?
I should have gone with a skydiving dog, right?
Yeah, Matt was the right man at the wrong time. Yeah.
You're good.
But you gotta understand, this thing... I'm telling you...
I'm Batman.
Oh, terrible gas today.
You had the misfortune of running into me. I'm a life-wrecking idiot.
Right.
At least I didn't shoot you this time.
Well, that's true.
Crawl into a saltine box to do the ADR.
Andrew Wyeth's Pink Boy on Tarmac.
Like, he should at least get him a job at the school. He's like a teacher
My name
or
is
something.
Nick. No. My name is Stephanie, and I am a 17-year-old girl. And
Oh gosh, this sounds like something Chris Hansen would
So
use to
8
trap
5 and a
predators.
quarter inch floppies hold the keys to time travel.
You sure you want to do this? Yes.
Delete copies of film? Yes. Delete memory of film from mankind's consciousness? Yes.
Well, he retains the knowledge. He should kill himself.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That would be
What do they
like an
ever see
indie
in these
film.
things?
And has to have like
Wow,
the
even
dark.
declared war on a surge protector.
Yeah, like half that stuff wouldn't have had to be thrown out.
It's been a long week. Time for a big bowl of Dijonnaise.
Please eat me.
Maple syrup, 3 for $1. Oh, hell, just take it. It's free. We got so much of it.
I'll put these in a Ziploc, let them get brown in my fridge.
Man, now that I'm living alone, I try to get fruits and vegetables to use and eat them
These
fast
aren't
enough, and I can't
plaid.
do it.
Yes. Yes, I do need kale.
No
Is
one needs
Kitaro
kale.
playing
It's
in
so
the dairy
bitter and
case?
gross. So many better vegetables than kale. I don't know why it got so popular.
Sail on romaine lettuce.
Hey, remember that really weird thing we just went through?
Ah,
we probably would have been
this
talking
is
to
a
each
nice
other
shot.
already
I like
about
this
all
better
this.
than the other ones.
This is good.
Yeah.
We serve a delicious brunch every Sunday.
Who's playing the chamber pot?
Matthew Paul. Oh, Pink Boy.
Yeah,
Pink Boy.
right.
George Woodard is J.K. Robertson.
This was written?
Oh, everyone's like,
don't
I
think
like
so.
kale. Kale chips rule. I'm sorry. I just personally don't like kale.
Walking on, walking on, walking on
Everyone's like,
broken
George Woodard,
glass.
woo!
Ow. Because
I think it's
walking
because
on
for a
broken
while
glass,
my
you
family was on
see?
paleo,
Probably
and
stopped
kale
doing
and
that then, yeah.
cauliflower were like my nemesis. There's a lot of vegetables I do like, or like can use really
Demo
well. to go in
button on
soups
little
and stuff,
keyboard
but,
hit
like,
by.
Kale is one that's like it's too bitter for me.
Tonight, Mel Tillis plays at the Sahara Lounge.
Lisa Henson, Jim's daughter, it's same name, not the same person.
Executive parents.
Yep, so
I
we
mean
got the cool
producers.
name. Oh yeah, I forgot it's the same last names and all
Wow,
that.
look at that. What a great name. Heather Killing Beck.
I'd rather have it be Heather killing Paula Cole.
Beware of the kale fans.
Boomer. I have a
Apparently,
feeling
didn't
Craig
realize there were so
Boomer
many-
Buzzell is the only one
out
who
there,
calls
I
himself
guess.
Boomer.
Now, by the way, speaking of the Revolutionary War and all that, whatever happened to that whole deal with the Spanish? Weren't they supposed to take over?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think they ended up getting molten
they did have a
gold
lot of
poured down their
pilots,
throats.
too.
It just didn't work out.
6 different pilots for this movie.
Spaniards, though. No.
Whizzed it down their legs, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Poor
quite sweet
Taz.
that so many families were involved in this film. Very homegrown product. That's why it
Good
turns
evening.
out
I'm
better than a lot of
Observer.
others.
Tomorrow night at 7.
I almost forgot it was this episode. that
She's
had
a
this.
Wiccan. She's a nun. Can two sisters share an apartment together? Tomorrow night, find out on Which is Which. But
That
coming
literally
up
sounds
next,
like a real thing to see.
several neighborhood kittens are alarmed by very loud noises. That's coming up next on Observer Eyewitness News.
Brain guy, get your pale butt over here.
Yes, Per, I'll be
Oh, I
with you
guess
in a
it's 'cause
moment.
the brain guy had
Isn't
nothing
that funny,
in this
Mike?
episode, I guess.
Sometimes I use my nearly omnipotent powers just to have a little giggle.
They're like, how
I
do
think
we...
you have to laugh every once in a while, even if it's just to
Brain
kind of
guy,
be
you
right.
say
brain guy had
something
didn't have
There.
cool, man.
Anyway, I hope that I've made you laugh, Mike.
The first time I watched a
I did.
sci-fi episode with one of my
I think I
friends,
did.
she was like,
Wish I could
what?
see your
When
face.
brain guy first came on screen, she was like, oh, what's going on?
Could have come across just as an idiot, I suppose. Gosh, I'd be mortified. Anyway,
Which
I'm
is
sorry.
I'd
Mike,
watch
this
that
is
show.
ridiculous. Goodbye. Stupid.
Ooh, it's pretty insecure, isn't it?
Weird.
I thought Which is Which sounds good. I might have to check that out. Sounds like, I don't know, must-see TV. Damn it, I must see it, I must!
So, getting back to the movie, who do they think this would appeal to anyway? Elderly squirrels or people
Where they
without
have, like,
heads?
coffee providers,
Toadstools?
all these different
Clumps
things
of
on
dirt,
here.
maybe?
Yeah, barber poles.
Coffee tables?
Bits of
they
material
didn't
to
do
break
the
off
credits
plastic
halfway.
trays.
Used napkins.
Italians, maybe?
Bro, what? A little off the point there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see what
When
you're
as
saying.
an Italian,
Germans?
fair enough.
What?
Well, they are special thanking the hell out of these people.
Yeah, there's a lot of special
All
things.
these people bear some responsibility, you know.
Which means I really, really hate the
Even
citizens and
Pepsi-Cola
officials
bottling.
of Rutland, Vermont. I'm not kidding,
Here we
Mike.
go.
I never liked the citizens and officials of stupid Rutland, Vermont. This is just a nail in the coffin as far as I'm concerned. Go to hell, citizens and officials of Rutland, Vermont.
Oh,
Filmed in
man.
Vermont. The other, smaller
Which
Wisconsin.
episode is it?
It's nasty. Calm down.
Which movie was it? Oh, I just watched it recently. Which riff tracks is it? There's a riff tracks where Kevin stays through the credits. So at the end, he can call back and say the same thing because it was Rutland, Vermont. Which episode is it?
Boy, what a day, huh?
Yeah, whatever. Say,
Oh,
Mike,
now I'm upset.
if there was a guy named Gilligan and he wanted to name an island after himself, and he did, and then we were here on it, what would we be here on?
No.
No, what do you mean, no?
I'm sorry.
Well, hey, little buddy.
Quiet, man, he didn't say it.
Oh, sorry.
Now, well, Mike, come on. If we were here on that island, what would we be here on? Come on.
Just no. I'm sorry, but no.
But no. I think that way. Like, I think of him saying
Now
it like that a
what?
lot
Doesn't he
before.
have to say it?
I mean, of course he has to
Sorry, but
say it.
no.
It's not real unless he says it. I mean,
Radical Jack,
know,
was that
you're
it?
right.
I mean, what
Was
would
it
happen
Radical
if he
Jack?
didn't say it and we just went
Okay.
ahead anyway? I mean,
Oh, no,
I think it's
I'm
the
not
ending
suggesting
of
that.
I mean, there's nothing we can do
something, and I
about
was
it.
like,
Those
oh my
are
God,
the
I forgot
rules.
that.
Well, sorry,
Hey,
little buddy.
no.
So, how was the
Those
movie?
yoo-hoos?
Oh, it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, you know, in general, the movies do hurt quite a bit, actually.
You know, Mike, that is so great to hear because to tell you the truth, I don't get a lot of direct feedback. So thank you. That means a lot.
You're welcome. You know, I'm just telling the truth. Hey, Crow went back in time.
Really?
Yeah, he went back to Wisconsin in 1985 to try to talk me out of the temp job that put me in your evil
We're like
clutches.
together again.
You.
He succeeded, actually, and then another crow had to go back and try to talk that crow out of talking me out of
I
taking the
love that
job's a big mess.
somehow
But we
that
got it all.
Mike was filled in on what happened, I guess, because how would he remember all
So
that
what
if he
happened to
did
the
it?
other crow?
What's that?
Well, think about it. Somewhere there's a spare crow running around in
Oh, yeah, 'cause he
Wisconsin in
wasn't killed.
1985, right?
No. Well,
Mike changed a lot in like 8 years then, from 85 to 93.
well,
Yeah, because he wasn't destroyed like all the other people were. Leaning the seeds out, spitting ability.
Well, cheese ain't gonna cut itself, huh?
Dude.
And this crow was the one with Jonah. It all makes sense. That's one of those things they've never addressed. Which crow and which crow and Tom are with Jonah? Are they the same? Are they new and made up? That's gonna be the question, I think, with Emily's episodes. Where did her crow and Tom come from? Or like, does Mike still have his original ones, and then Jonah had some, and then she has some? I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mike still should have been working there too, at least like until his next temp job, I guess. So we will, let's see, we will watch till the, you know what I'm trying to say, until the stinger here, and then we will sign off. We're still at 432 out of the 500 goal. I know we can definitely raise $68 by next week, or the end of the next live stream. Which will be, at this point, it is A Tour the Fighting Eagle will be next week, as long as A, YouTube does not take it down, and B, someone doesn't go upset the polls, which could be done as well. So,
It's time for you to decide if you're going to be one of my team players or not.
that's a good one. Okay. So, alright. Yes, awesome, you're terrific, Faith, thank you. So, it looks like we have, let's see. So yeah, next week it'll be Netflix week. So what I'm probably gonna do, oh, let me let myself see my screen again here. My Gamecaster, there we go. Okay, so next week we should be doing the Netflix episode. It will probably be A Tour unless someone comes and disrupts the polls. Also, the shorts next week, because there are no Netflix era shorts, will be a Riff Track short or two, maybe a Halloween themed one, we'll see. And I might keep a Riff Tracks on standby in case the Netflix thing causes the same problem to happen and YouTube is like, no, you can't have this. So, we have only $68 to go for the 500. I know we will raise it by the end of next week. So same time, Monday, 7 to about 9:30 p.m. Central Time. I will have at least one short ready. I will have a Netflix episode ready. I will have, hopefully, a new riff up by then, possibly, and maybe also a new review as well. I know I have a Google image video I'm sitting on, so we have a lot going forward, hopefully, for this. Tonight I'm going to record some stuff for work, bioluminescent animal videos, and such. So this was really fun. I'm sorry that everything got kind of mixed up in the middle. I will get off of this and try to splice it together, so if anyone watches this in the future, they have the whole thing instead of 2 separate things. So I think that is about it. Let's see. Yep, so I will see you all next week. Yes, thank you for the great night tonight. Thank you for showing up, everyone. These are always really fun for me, and I never thought that I would be great at this or keep doing it, but I definitely want to keep doing it even after the fundraising is over, so definitely. And then maybe we can have open, you know, once this charity's over, we can have open polls maybe on my Twitter. I could put up polls for everyone to vote on there for free that you can vote and have everything. So thanks for hosting, Faith. You're welcome. Good night to everyone. I'd say tonight was interesting and fun. Thank you, Sketchman. Thank you all very much. Alright, well, I love you guys, and I will see you guys later.